Hi, happy Sunday, everyone. I am so excited. Oh my goodness, I
We are
am
as
not
well.
muted
I'm
on
a
my end.
ghost.
And so I was hearing myself. Wow. Anyways, let's try that again. Happy Sunday. I am so excited to be bringing you our Halloween one shot. And it's gonna be Welcome to Dare House. It's Monster of the Week themed. Let's get into some of the announcements. We are raising money for Extra Life for the Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. So if you could drop a exclamation mark charity, that would be super awesome. And we do way more stuff on this channel than Sunday one shots. We have on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern time. We do our Whispers in the Dust, our Weird West campaign, DM'd by our very own cowboy god Ian here. And then on Saturdays, we at 5 p.m. Eastern, we do Across Eberron, DM'd by our lovely Jones here. So we're gonna just jump right in because I don't know how to do it any other way. So we're going to set the scene. All right. So every small town has that house. You know, the one every child has at least once in their life been dared to go and touch the front door. It is always the same. The gray, decaying building sitting at the end of the street, a silent observer that has thousands of stories told about it. None are the same, for each teller provides them their own twist of the tale. This tale is about one such house. Everyone who lives in Centerville knows about the old Dare house, the last house on North Hickory Street. It was an old Victorian, once grand and splendid, with views of the town to the west, river to the north, and the forest to the east, now abandoned to the whims of Mother Nature. Everyone in the town has a story about Dare House, and like a scary game of telephone every fall, groups of kids gather at the second to the last light post at sunset, and someone, usually the oldest child, tells their tale of the Dare House, always ending with the question, who dares to touch the Dare door? At this point, each experience differs, and who's to say what tale is going to be told this year? But this year is different. We're going to cut to the breakfast table of the Byron home. It is a regular little ranch house at the beginning of the corner of, let me pull my little map here because I pulled a map, on the corner of Hawthorne and Hickory. If my two lovely folks, who are the Byron children, want to introduce themselves and sort of describe what you're doing on this lovely Wednesday morning.
Youngest first.
Oh, I was to be all like age before beauty, big brother. But...
Youngest.
So, I am Tabitha Byron, and I am 10 years old, and I have all my stuff like strewn. I've like spread across one whole end of the table. I've got a plate, and like a book is open, and I'm kind of like hunched over, and I'm eating and waiting for my brother to come down, because the moment my brother comes down and sits at the table, then the book goes away, and I'm just like fixed, hanging on his every word and everything, right? But up until then, Mom, you said I could go. You said I could go with Luke tonight. You said you'd make him take me.
Tabby, darling, yes, I will make sure that he takes you to the school's trick-or-treat event, yes.
Said he wasn't gonna. He said he was gonna leave me behind, and I already told Angelica that I was gonna go, that because, and you know they'll laugh at me because I told them I was going to Luke, with Luke. I can't not go.
Luke, it's breakfast!
Luke!
And
You gotta take me to school!
and Luke Byron enters 15-year-old kid wearing like kind of ratty jeans and like beat up Chucks, like dark T-shirt with like a fairly like patched leather jacket pulled over it. Comes in, backpack already over one shoulder, and like grabs a couple pieces of toast and like some bacon, makes like a half wrap of like sandwich. Well, Tabitha, if you're coming to school with me, you're leaving now. I'm going to meet Remy before class. So come or stay.
And she's like looking, and she sees, like, she had her like shirt tucked into her jeans, and she sees that Luke his is untucked, and so she's like, as she's grabbing her stuff, she's untucking her shirt like as fast as she can. I'm coming, and like,
And I can't do the event. I have a club thing. So
Lucas Patrick Byron, you will be taking your sister to the trick or treat event.
oh, okay, all right, fine, okay. I gotta go. We're going. Come on, Tabitha.
Love you both. Bye.
Yeah.
And so we, Luke, are you, what kind of, are you driving to school? Or are you walking to Remy's? What are
We're
the two of you doing?
We're meeting Remy. Remy is our cruiser. That's our
Awesome.
that's the squad.
So you and Tabby walk over down, and actually, you cross through. There's like a little creek between Hickory and Oak, and we arrive at the Hardy house. So, why don't you describe Remy to us and what Remy is doing this breakfast morning?
Yeah, so Remy is he's got a plate of breakfast he's made himself. It's probably something frozen that he threw, like a couple of Eggo waffles that he's thrown in the toaster, and some syrup that's on the table. He's just sitting there sort of eating quietly, and then the door opens up behind him. His mom's getting off of work from her overnight shift. So this is like their morning ritual. She comes in, drops the keys off at the table, and like goes to bed, and he heads off to school. This is what they do. So that's what he's doing right now, and it's all quiet. He's just sort of sitting there. Probably got like a TV on the other side or something, just watching it.
Yeah, she definitely rolls in, sort of gives you like a sweet kiss on the top of the head, and then have a good day at school, love, and goes to bed, like you said, just tired. And I think probably 5 or 10 minutes into this, we have the two Byron kids roll in.
Your mic definitely just totally cut out. I didn't hear anything you said.
Just walk into the yard. Remy!
Oh shit. Fuck. I throw on my bag and grab my stuff. Go to walk out. Forgot the keys on the table. Run back in. Go grab the keys and lock the door behind
Come on,
me.
man!
Yeah. Luke, what's up, guys? Hey. When you guys
sticks
get there,
a mic in your face. What do you think about Halloween, Remy? What's your favorite thing about Halloween? To her little, she's got a little side backpack tape recorder.
Tabitha, stop being fucking annoying.
candy. Yeah.
Right
Just
here, folks.
just for the like. For the piece of it, when you guys roll up, you guys have seen this 1,000 times before, but the van that sits in there is his mom's van, so it's all like decked out in like cleaning service, like sort of logos and stuff, like Mindy's cleaning service on the side, and on the top of it, it's just got a spring with a big like daisy on top of it, so every time we stop, it just sort of like bounces back and forth. It's a very noticeable type of van.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we're
man.
off to school, I guess.
Yeah.
Once
So-
we're in the van, Tabitha's going to pull out a piece of paper and go, here's your math. I checked it. Most of it's right. There's like 3 that are wrong. We can work on it today. Well, tomorrow, because tonight's Halloween.
Okay, what do I owe you?
Nothing. You just have to make sure that Luke takes me trick or treating tonight. He said he would.
Oh, dude, we're going trick or treating.
Eddie, right?
Yeah. So for clarification, there's like a school event at the so it's a very you live in a very small town. So Centerville has maybe 500 people in this entire town. So this is a K through 12 school, and so it's kind of like one of those like trunk or treat events where sort of everybody in town on this Wednesday, because it's like the 29th, so it's not quite Halloween, but it's like this is where like the school event, and then there will be regular trick-or-treating on the 31st, but this is sort of the adult supervised, the adult sanctioned Halloween, so to speak. So that's what's happening.
Gotcha.
Oh boy. What? Well, think about it.
Do we have something else planned?
AV club stuff, Remy. Come on, man.
I think I like trick or treating more.
Survive. Let's go.
Yeah. So y'all, so it's like a 5-minute drive from the Hardy house to the Centerville school, and as you pull up, you notice a vehicle that is like brand new. Like this is a big deal because huh?
They took my parking spot. Parked near them.
Yeah. And as you exit the vehicle, Remy, a really tall blonde girl that you know to be Cassidy comes up. She's one of the cheerleaders on the team. Goes, "Did you hear about the new kids at school?"
No. What?
No,
It's
who are
jerks
they?
a
Are they
thumb
nice
at the
to be
car.
like? Are they good? Are they fun? Or who is it? Is it?
Hey,
Their parents.
Cassidy.
Hi, Remy. They bought the old Dare house. The
They-
Dare house got
what?
sold.
They what?
The Dare house got sold. Did you not see the for sale sign? It got bought up in like
Nobody's
2
bought
days.
it. Nobody's bought
Yeah.
it like in
Their
years.
house.
Yeah.
Who is it? Who are these people? Who are the kids?
Josh and Mandy Benson.
What grade? How old?
Josh is our age. I think he might be a junior, senior, and Mandy is younger. Maybe 6th grade, 7th grade, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, their parents bought the old Dare house. What's that gonna mean for all of us for Halloween?
Shit.
I think Remy walks away when people start talking about the Dare house. I think they might just hear him shut the door to the van and walk on.
What's his deal? And looks over at Luke.
Don't
Be a jerk. You know he doesn't like that place.
Nobody likes that place, little one.
Don't worry about it, Cassidy. Just
Little one.
thanks for letting us know. Tabitha, go to class. Thanks. Go like jog after Remy.
Yeah. Cassie just sort of like shrugs her shoulders and stalks off. Yeah. So that's the hubbub. What do you all do with that information? Go off and I'm gonna let you explore the world a little here.
First of all, Luke's gonna catch up to Remy like, "Hey, man, hey." It's
Yeah.
kind of like I'm sure he has to kind of up a little bit, like smack him on the shoulder.
Yeah, he's fairly tall. He's built like a fucking Idaho baked potato, dog. He's just a big like he's a big dude. Probably
I think
in a
that's
constant
wonderful.
state of slouch.
It's still like significantly taller
Yeah,
than
but
Luke.
but
Like,
taller than everyone around you.
so I imagine Luke's a bit of a beanpole. Like, not super duper tall, but very pretty slender. It's like smacks him on the shoulder. Hey, you good, man?
You know I don't like that place.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, if anything, that makes it more important. When people living there, they should. I mean, you know, and it's Halloween, or about Halloween. That can be good.
I mean, if they're in there,
Yeah.
and the monster's in there too,
Uh-huh.
it means they're in the same building.
Yes, Remy. Just, yes, that is exactly what that means, Remy.
It's not good.
Exactly. Which is why we don't need to be trick or treating. Get some of the video cameras or something from the club room, and see what's going on. Nobody's lived there in a long time.
I think Remy full stops, grabs Luke by the t-shirt, and just like stops. We're not going in there.
No, not going in. Outside. You maybe like close. We don't gotta go in.
I think we see a flashback of a moment of Remy when he was probably a little bit younger than Tabitha's age, probably 8 years old or so. He's walking down the street one Halloween night with his dad, trick-or-treating, and his dad says to him, he's like, last house. And Remy just sort of stops at the driveway, and the memory just sort of ends with him watching his dad walk up to the door to the Dare house. Not even near the front door.
Okay. You got it. Not near the front door.
God. Just walk us
Let's
on,
fuck this.
son.
What did she say? His name was Josh? Let's find this kid. Nice car.
Okay.
And I will say that this car is looks brand new. Like it feels, you're like, when did Ford start making that kind of style of car? Like,
Oh God. Are we out there?
Yeah.
Probably a bunch of jerks anyway. Look at it.
yeah. Tabby, what do you do anything with your when you go and see your little friends?
Oh, absolutely. So like her hall, I imagine, is like, so fifth grade, right? They're like the oldest of the elementary school. This is their last year before they move over to the next wing, right? So they're like the big ones. And so she comes around the corner, and there's a group of 3 girls that are like waiting at a water fountain. And when she walks around the corner, she's like, okay, girls, come on over here now. I have information. And she gets them over. They swoop into their classroom, and they're back in the back corner, right? Nobody dares come near them because Luke is her brother, and everybody knows Luke, right? And Luke and Remy like, no. And she's like, so I heard the scoop. Cassidy said that 2 kids they're new kids here, and they moved into the Dare house. Angelica, you know what this means. She makes contact with each one of them. It means we finally get to go inside and check it out. All these years.
All 3 of the girls sort of do the, no, Tabby, no, it's haunted. Everybody knows it's haunted.
We're the Scooby Gang. We're not the Scooby Gang for nothing. And now, if there's people living in there, how bad can it be? Like they said, like one girl, what's her name? I wrote it down. Mandy. Her name's Mandy, and she's like older than us, but not too much. So we can be nice. We can take, let's see. Your mom makes great brownies. Why don't you get some brownies, and we can take them over there, and we can tell them we're welcoming. And it's Halloween. We have to this whole week is Halloween stuff. We're going to invite them. And if we invite them to that, then we get to go in the house. And then my brother can't say anything about me being a pipsqueak anymore.
Lisa looks over and says, Tabby, we could always ask Mandy to have lunch with us. We all have lunch together, anyways.
What an idea. Let's do it. You want to be on the invitation squad? That'll be your job.
Okay, I can do that. And she sort of just like this. She's like Hispanic and has like really beautiful dark hair, and she's like, okay, we should go to class now, though.
All right. I'll meet you guys at lunch. All right. We'll be ready.
Yeah. All right. Remy and Luke, you walk into class, and it's like homeroom. I was like, what is the word I'm looking for? It's been a while since I've been in high school, folks. So you walk into homeroom, and you see you can tell that this is the new kid, but he looks like kind of shy and is like his head's kind of down and might be like looks a little bit embarrassed, but that's very clearly Josh. Like you have never seen this kid in your entire life.
Remy does what Remy does, and he looms over this kid and then sits down beside him. I assume Luke's gonna be the talker, so just
as we walk in and like
and a lot of
observe him looking all shy, he's just gonna kind of look at Remy. He's like, bet he's fucking acting.
Yeah, and so you're sitting in homeroom, and the school announcements cue on for the entire school. So this is a K through 12, and so you hear the principal come up, and it's like, hello, Centerville School. It is Wednesday, October 29th, and don't forget that it is that Trick or Treat in the Halls event. So make sure that you go home and put your costumes on. We'll have a wonderful, lovely time together. And then he's like, don't forget that there is the homecoming, or like all the general announcements for all the kids. And then he signs off and like, and this was Principal Coalfield speaking. Have a great day. Be good. And the intercom cuts out, and you have probably about 30 minutes before your first day of or first class of the day.
Hell yeah. Well, while Remy looms and sits next to this kid, Luke's gonna do he's gonna go to the desk that's directly in front of Josh's, and he's gonna sit down in it backwards so he's facing him. Mm-hmm. And he's just gonna kind of sit down immediately, just like kind of lean onto his desk, like, hey, so I heard your name's Josh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Luke, just hold out a hand to him.
Hi, Luke.
This is Remy. A lot nicer than he looks, promise.
Okay. Y'all don't get many new folks around here, do you?
Well, what gave it away?
Because I feel like I stepped back in time about 15 years.
Yeah,
not
not much.
If you did, I wouldn't be alive because I'm 15.
That's not what he meant, Remy. Like
yeah.
Don't worry about it. Look, I mean, not only are you new, y'all moved into the Dare House, right? Down on North Hickory.
Yeah, well, we haven't moved in quite yet. My parents bought the house and it's ours, but our stuff's coming in from California, so like right now we're in the hotel. Off of Center.
So y'all haven't you guys you haven't gone in it yet.
No, my parents decided that they wanted to move to slower paced living, and so we're now here.
When are y'all actually moving in?
I think our stuff's supposed to get here on Saturday.
What day of the week is it now?
It's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
So the 1st of November, the day after Halloween.
Oh! I mean, all right, yeah, that's cool. Huh?
Yeah.
Y'all heard anything about it?
No, just that's an old house. My dad's an architect and my mom does interior design stuff, so they thought it would be a fun project, I guess. I don't know, they don't run that kind of stuff by me, guy. Like,
Huh?
That house kills people.
Remy, man, dude. Just,
he like looks over at Remy and is like, my what?
For me, is dead serious looking at this guy.
it's like it's the haunted house in town. He just kind of throws his hands up. Look, I understand. I know you're
Okay.
from the small town. I'm sure it sounds like bullshit. But swear to God,
Was there
weird
any-
shit happens there.
Okay, well, what's the story?
Kind of slightly kind of glances at Remy and looks back. There's like, it's like 15, 20 years ago. There's a couple that lived there. They were big like paranormal folks. Like they did exorcisms and shit. Yeah, I know. Just listen, okay? Before you get totally out of it. They lived here and they did their thing for a few years. Everybody like, a bunch of quacks. And, some folks said that, weird sounds happened in my house and they would come by and, do whatever. And, all better. But, people figured maybe they paid those people off or something to get them to throw the stories out there. But, a few years after they moved in, they died. Like, they were found in there, looked like somebody had, like they'd been murdered, but, cops never found anything. Ever since then, every now and then someone just kind of disappears. More often than not, they were by the house last time they were seen.
Okay, I guess. I mean, that's plausible.
I don't know what that means, but it happened.
That happens. And then, look, you said you guys don't move until Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Well, a lot of times around Halloween, folks kind of try to push it. You know how people are.
Well, my folks have to go into the cities, and so I don't know. Like, what do you want? Are you asking me permission to like break into my house?
Glances at Remy again. Not necessarily. But I mean, there are going to be people that will be going over that. They'll go and they touch the door. They go and touch the house. That's the big like ooh thing. Touch the house and you come back after like telling stories about it. Just freak people out. Get everybody everybody get real tense, and then you go touch the house and everything's fine. So it's not a big deal. No, it's not a problem. But that if people hear that there are folks about to move in, maybe they won't do it this year.
He's so skeptical at this point. And he is about to say something, and then a girl comes up behind like sort of all three of you, and you know this to be Lainey Marks, and she is kind of the like class gossip. Her dad is the chief of police.
Oh.
And she puts her hand on your shoulder, Luke, and goes,
Hey.
"You guys can't be serious about doing that again." Hi, Josh. I know that we haven't met yet, but I know all about your family because you're like the talk of the town. So, I mean, why does everybody obsess over the Dare house when we could just have a party in the barn behind my house?
Nothing exciting's ever happened in your barn.
She like gives you a look from like the summer and is like, lots of things happen in my barn, but that's neither here nor there.
Like,
And
What happens in the barn?
I'm sure that Cassidy would like to show you what happens in the barn, Remy. And then the bell rings. And
But wait, what happens in the barn?
Hold
Talking
on,
to
Remy.
Luke.
bell rings. Josh, yep. I mean, hey, you want to know more about your house? Come by the AV club after school. It's in room whatever.
yeah, he sort of like squints his eyes and like is a little bit skeptical and goes, I'll think about it.
You got anything
And
better to do? Exactly.
Gets up and like grabs his stuff to go to his first period class. And we'll cut back to the elementary school side of things.
Excuse me. We just like fast forward to lunch.
Yeah, we can fast forward lunch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So Tabitha's like they have their corner of their table, right? It's those long like cafeteria tables, and they have like a whole end that's just theirs, right? That they like usually like plot out. So she and Brittany are waiting for Lisa Angelica and the new girl to show up. So okay, I'm ready. You think she knows? She knows about the house? Why would anybody move into their house? We've got to tell her.
Okay.
We can't let her move in without knowing. We got to tell her.
Yeah, no, we need, I mean, which story are we going to tell her though? There's like,
I'll tell her
1,000.
the story. I'll tell her the truth. I'll tell her the story that I heard from Luke. Okay, so I'm going to tell the truth.
your brother
Here they
doesn't
come.
know everything.
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't.
Say it again.
And then
Say it again.
Tabby's
so there's like a
violent.
little there's like a little standoff between the 10-year-old girls, and Lisa comes up with Mandy Benson, and she's this like I said, like 7th grader, kind of gangly, like that's like middle schooler like awkwardness. But she looks like pretty kind and is like, hi everyone.
That jumps up and she's like, wait, and so come see us, right? So come on your first day.
Okay.
Ah.
She like sits
So
down
you-
with her like lunch tray and is like, I don't know why I'm sitting with a bunch of elementary schoolers, but okay.
Well, we're way cooler than the 6th graders, trust me. So you moved into the Dare house, huh?
Well, we're not there yet, but yeah, Mom and Dad bought that house.
So you're not living in it yet.
No, the hotel. Our stuff's not coming until Saturday.
Oh, that's probably good, Like, do you know about the Dare house?
No, why would I? It's a house that my parents decided to move us from all of my friends. So,
Oh man, that sucks. Hey, you have a big brother, right?
yeah, but we don't really talk much, so it is what it is.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have a big brother. He's the coolest. Like, he's the best. But anyway, let me tell you, it's good you're not moving in till after Halloween because that house is haunted, man.
I don't believe in haunting. That's
Let me tell you, like, so a long time ago, there was this couple, and they lived there, and they would hold seances, right? And people would come, and they would ask them to help them talk to, like, their dearly departed and stuff, right? And so it was like a favor, and you had to pay for it. But this town, like, we're out in the boonies, kind of, like, everybody didn't always have money. Like there was sometimes whining sounds in the background, like that you couldn't place, like dog whining sounds. But so sometimes people would like do favors for them, or they would give them other stuff. And then one day they disappeared. Gone. They were just gone. And this voice is killing me. And like, but people would still go. They like thought that they could like maybe they could talk to them, right? And now house does favors for people, but it always takes somebody. So you can go up to the house and you can ask for something, but it will take you instead. So like every year somebody disappears, but something really good happens instead, right? So like there's this woman that lives down the street from us. Her name is Miss Molly, and she was really, really sick, right? And her husband went and like knocked on the door, and he was gone and never came back. But Miss Molly got better, right? And then like on the other side of town, like this boy, his name was Fred, and he wanted to win the baseball championship, and he took his dog with him to the dare house, and his dog was gone. But guess what? They won the baseball championship. So it's super creepy, and every year the big kids tell the story, and then somebody has to go touch it. It's really creepy, and I haven't been in there yet, and I'm ready to go. Do you want to show us your house?
Mandy stands up with her food tray and goes, you know, I think that I see my brother over there. I actually promised him that we would have lunch together since this is our first day.
Very much.
Yeah, thanks for the story. And she like walks off towards.
Don't go by yourself.
Okay, have a good lunch, Tabitha. And she like wanders away.
Her and her brother are gonna compare notes on local weirdos.
Pretty much, I think that because like I said, all of the children have lunch together, and so Luke, you definitely see your sister just like making a spectacle in like with her little friends, and but here's the thing, there's like, as she's telling this story, there's like a whole like gathering of like 4th and 5th and 6th graders that are just wrapped by the story, and they're like, yeah, and they're like hyping her up because like, yeah, that's it. And then like somebody like interjects with like a little piece of their lore, and so it just becomes again a spectacle. And
Tabitha prefers to think of it as holding court rather than making a scene, right? Like, you know, she feels like, you know.
So good.
Yeah. So, is there anything that Luke and Remy want to do in this lunchroom while we're here?
I think Luke was in the middle, like they're over there, kind of like hunched over their platters, and Luke's just like, okay, look, Remy. So when she says they go into the barn, so you know how you think that you say that, you know, Cassidy's really pretty, right? And you know, when y'all are playing and you know, you see her cheering, it makes you know, you play better, and you say your heart beats really hard. So he's just like desperately trying to like, okay, how to fuck it? I don't know how to put this. So like, you know, so if you, they go in there and they make out.
Oh, cool. Wait, how would you and Manny know that?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Not important. It's not. Doesn't, you know, Remy, that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about, you know, you and Cassidy, okay? And hey, I mean, that's a good sign if she knows a lot of people. So if she says Cassidy wants to go to the bar with you, it's probably a pretty good sign. Just think about that.
Having a hard time thinking about it, or all this talk about a dare house.
look, Remy, I know you really don't want to go in there, man. Like, I get it. I totally get it. I do. I understand. I'm here for that. What if they move in and something bad happens to them? You just
Shrugs.
shrug. What if Cassidy went in there and something bad happened to her?
You're throwing a lot of questions at me, and questions are hard, man. Like, I'll do it, but I don't want to.
As little as possible. Just teeny bit. Teeny bit. We'll open the door and just look in.
Wait, we said we weren't going on the porch.
Window. Back door.
Again, Remy just sort of flashes back to that one Halloween night with his dad standing in front of the open door and then just something grabbing him and pulling him inside. No.
I have a question. Has Remy told Luke exactly what happened, or has he just been always just very apprehensive about it?
No. I think it's probably very well known what Remy said happened. It's probably like part of the gossip in the school is that Remy has said he saw his dad get snatched into the house, never to be seen again. But the like rumor and the gossip and stuff is Remy's dad just skipped out, and that was his way of like processing it. No, I saw his ass get snatched in that house.
Okay. Look, man, just don't worry about it. You just come with us, make sure nobody, does something stupid. None of your team buddies or something. They're a bunch of idiots.
Make sure no one gets hurt.
Exactly.
And gear up. Go in.
Yes, exactly. That's what we'll take some cameras. And we'll just.
What's our mascot, Kylie?
The Eagles.
Eagles. Okay.
Squaw.
That's what it. He'll go. Yeah, gotta protect him. Make sure nothing bad happens to anybody that tries to go in.
Yeah. There you go. Exactly.
Let's go.
Just not all that. Not just like just.
He's like fucking getting hype.
100%.
Just think about trying to keep people safe. That's all we're doing.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure nothing bad happens to anybody.
Yeah.
And the point is when
And then we
Luke
beat up the
notices-
house.
Yes. No.
Oh! Let's do it.
Tabitha,
Keep
you
hyping so
see Remy and Luke just like your court has finished, and now all of a sudden you hear Remy doing like the football chant, and I'm gonna cut from there to the end of the school day, unless there's something specific y'all want to do. So, the end of school day, and the senior class has been working this last period to like decorate the halls and stuff so that this trick-or-treat event happens. Luke, you mentioned something about AV club, so I will let you do that, but I'm going to have you do the first roll of the session. This is the beautiful thing about Monster of the Week, folks. We don't roll a whole lot, but when we do roll, it matters quite a lot, actually.
So, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. I don't know if I want to be the first to roll anymore.
So you're going to roll to investigate a mystery. So you are, investigate a mystery.
I'd say, I'm assuming that part of that is like, so I've talked to Josh, and clearly, he feels some type of way about it, but, part of like Luke's reputation is that he's kind of like, the high school smuggler. Like, he'll like, he can get you a few cigarettes or, or whatever, just random ass shit. Like, it's a fucking high school, like for the older students, obviously.
Right.
Does not let Remy get any because
He doesn't want
not from him at least.
Mm-hmm.
But just like that, just that kind of nonsense. And so he's done a lot of favors for people, and so he kind of gets people to ask like what they've heard, for like what Josh and Mandy have said throughout the school day, if they've said anything odd like that has been noticed, like anything new about them, or if anybody's seen any activity at the Dare House. So to investigate, that is rolling with sharp.
Yep. So you're gonna roll your 2d6 and then whatever your sharp is.
Oh gosh, oh geez.
Double sixes, let's go.
Oh no. It's so bad.
Okay.
It's so bad. 4.
A 4.
Roll the 1 and a
Is that
2.
weird
Have a
here?
+1. I'm +1 sharp.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're gonna mark off on your sheet experience. So
I failed.
you did fail. Yeah. So so the consequences aren't dramatic here.
Okay.
It's more that like I think that you and Remy got so wrapped up in the course of your school day that you really didn't hear much. And because everybody was so focused on Josh and Mandy, that they weren't really like feeding you the normal information that you would be getting. And you all meet sort of in the center where all 3 branches of the school meet. So the elementary school, the middle school, and the high school meet. And you come together with Tabby. So what do you all do at this juncture?
I think Luke's kind of muttering to himself, like he has failed to get somebody to basically occupy Tabitha for the evening. Like he tried to pull some strings, like, hey, you owe me a favor. Just watch like you walk her through the trick-or-treating thing, and everybody basically falls. I was like, no, I'm not fucking doing it. I can't be bothered. So ready to
Tabitha
go?
walks up with her. She's got her camera out. She's like taking pictures of them. Stop that.
It's kind of
It goes with the stuff, right? I have to
what
document.
stuff?
All
You
stuff,
just,
like
you just need to
hard-
document us at school.
Did you meet the new girl?
Yes, I saw
My
you.
sister's.
You made a
my
whole
sister, she's
thing
weird.
at lunch.
Hey, why are we whispering?
Let's go. Let's
Fine.
walk. Let's
Alright,
walk to
let's
the
go.
van.
We gotta hurry up and get changed so we can come back and trick or treat.
Is that what we're doing? Just a
Yeah.
above table sort of thing? Is that what
Uh-huh.
we're doing? Is trick or treating and then going to the Dare House, or are we using that for distracting people and then going to the Dare House? I'm just
Luke
trying to-
probably wants to use it as a distraction and then like find some way to like drop Tabitha off and then like snag some like cameras or something from the club room and then go. That's what he's hoping to happen. I doubt that'll actually happen.
Yeah. Why don't we? So you are all walking to Remy's car. Meandering even, yes.
Yeah.
So as the 3 of you are walking out into the parking lot, you come across a group of adults chatting in the parking lot. And it looks like, so you know that part of this is that like local businesses like donate candy and stuff. And it's sort of like a show off event, like who has spent the most money on like the king sized candy bars, right? Like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So as you're walking out, you actually see a Mr. Defame. He's the real estate agent in town. And he is speaking to 2 adults that you have never seen before.
Did you say defame? Or
Yeah.
Defame? Okay.
Dufame. Dufame.
Okay. Defame. He's almost defame. Defame.
Yeah. And he is slick, like this is a pretty small town. Most people are hardworking folks, like family farms, that kind of thing. This man dresses like he lives in the city, and so most people kind of like the face that you just made, Luke, of like
This guy.
yeah. exactly. So that's the vibe you get from this man. But he, like you said, he's talking to two individuals that you're making the assumption are Mr. and Mrs. Benson, because you've never seen these two people ever in your entire life.
Like Mr. Dufame probably knows me because every time he's put out a for sale sign, I have snatched it up and stolen it or thrown it away or something like that. So he probably just doesn't like me.
No, in fact, he sees the three of you walking out and is like, children, yes. How are my three favorite troublemakers in this town going?
Just fucking look over at Remy like, is he talking to us? I don't cause any trouble.
Remy takes it as a genuine question, like looks around, like behind him, is like, I think so.
I'll go pull out her microphone and hold it out. Mr. Defame, the rumor mill says that you sold another house in our fair city. Can you comment on it for us, please?
He looks down at you and sort of like...
I'm just gonna gesture at him like, answer the question.
And he's like, yes, Miss Byron. Actually, in fact, we have Mr. and Mrs. Benson here, who bought the Dare house. Quite a tidy investment there. Good work into it, and it'll be a beautiful piece. It's a historic building.
Do you tell him how it kills people?
Or have you told them how many people died in it? I just make sure I like raise my voice enough that they can obviously hear. It kills people. How many people died in it? What was that Tabitha also said? I'm imagining this all got kind of blurted out at once.
Yeah. Mr. Dufame laughs and then the two Bensons laugh along and go, "Oh, children, it's fine. We have repaired and updated many a house that many communities have said that are haunted. So I'm sure that it's just a scary old house."
How many, Tabby? How many, Tabitha? How many?
How many people have gone missing?
Yeah. How many?
Like,
I mean, I know you know.
100. No, really, it's been like 15 in the last 15 years. It's like one a year.
And you see like two very put together skeptical people, like, and Mr. Dufame sort of like taps them on the shoulder and is like, children with their wild imaginations, and if any, let's see, trying to. If anybody wants to roll anything, you're more than welcome. So, like, just know that, like, you have moves and things that you can use. So just as things go on, you can do that.
I actually do have an ability here.
Mm-hmm.
Let me look at it really quickly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is when I manipulate someone, I can roll tough instead of charm. It's called fervor.
Hell yeah.
So I just want to convince these two that this place is as dangerous as we're actually saying it is. And so did you tell them how many people died in it, or that it's killing people? And as we're all shouting this stuff at it, I say, it's not anybody's imagination. I saw my dad get snatched inside.
Yeah, go ahead and roll to manipulate someone, and go ahead and use your tough instead.
+2, let's go. That is a 5 and a 6 for a 13 total.
Plus what's your modifier on tough?
Oh, no. That's a 5 and 6, which is 11 plus 2 for 13.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
So I think at that, they kind of like, so 10 plus. Man alive. Okay. So they kind of take a couple steps back with that. And Mr. Benson walks up to you and holds out his hand and goes, "Young man," and goes to shake your hand.
Pulls it out of his hoodie pocket. Just slowly does it. This is a very I'm a kid. You're shaking my hand. This is a weird concept for me.
Yeah. And he goes, "So what happened to your dad, sir? Like, young man? Sorry, my brain.
Fucking Luke's over there, like he's like stood a little behind Remy. He's just kind of like at first he was nodding, like supporting his statement. Then now he's going.
I said sir because my brain still had teenager.
Yeah.
No, so young man. What do you say about your dad, young man?
I think Remy, as when this subject is approached, he sort of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Goes into his recluse type mode once more, shoves his hands into his pocket, slouches a little bit more, and just says, "That house killed my dad."
Interesting. And he turns to Mr. Dufame and goes, Dufame, what happened to disclosures? In this state, you're supposed to disclose if there's any things that have happened in these houses.
You didn't tell him?
And Dufame sort of like waves off and is like, oh, like if you go into the police reports, there is no record of murder or death, and he's sort of like waving it out. But Mr. Benson, based off of that role there, like, no, I would like to see the police reports actually. And Dufame sort of looks at you and gives you a sort of a reproachful look, and they get into their vehicle. Another car that looks way too new, like like not even a style that you recognize. And again, you just sort of polish or like assume like, oh, we're behind the times. We're about 10 years behind the times with all of our media, all of our styles. So I guess.
Why didn't I hear that car when he just drove away? It was real quiet. Just he didn't make an engine sound or anything. Just like,
Maybe they're on it. Maybe they're hunting. I'm joking. I'm kidding. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not a car guy.
But yeah, they get into the vehicle, and I think based off of the conversation, it appears that they are going to the police station to pull records to make Dufame sort of provide that content in context.
That's good. That's really good. Like just like Tyra, it's good. That's really good. Actually, why don't you do that all the time?
what?
Never mind.
What'd I do?
Convincing. Very. I guess. I don't know. For now, let's go. Come on, Ted.
Yeah. So where do you are you going home? Where are you guys going from here?
For now, to keep up the ruse, we at least got a ping pong back home.
Yeah, I guess we need to gear up, right? So we need to go
Yeah.
home and get everything and
Get our stuff.
get ready for tonight at the very least. Even if we are swinging back by the school for the Halloween event, we'll get all of our stuff from home and then head back out.
Like on the car ride, Luke is speaking to, like, he's like turned towards Remy and kind of is addressing Tabitha in the back seat. Like, okay, so if we can't find anybody who's willing to take her once we get back to the school, we'll do it real quick, and then we'll drop you back off home, and then we'll go.
You're going to drop me back off home? We take me.
We can't take you. It's dangerous.
Take me where?
Like, what if something bad happens? Mom, kill me.
What are you talking about? Where are you talking about? Where are you going, Lukey?
Two people moving in. This is one of the last chances we've got to check out the Dare House.
Oh, the Scooby Gang.
Super cut out the first half of whatever you just said.
Still told the Scooby Gang.
Oh.
Dang, my friends, you know we do investigative journalism.
Like Scooby-Doo?
We can't take a bunch of kids into the dare house.
If they're
Why
in
not
gang,
just
that's
near the
probably
dare
pretty
house?
tough.
We are. See, listen to Remy. He's your best friend.
I can't. I'm not babysitting you and your friends while we're trying to do stuff.
At me. Not to babysit me. Besides, who's the one who has the recorder? Who's the one that has the camera? Who's the one that has the smartphone? Mr. Fancy Bridges, I have all the stuff.
How about this more later once we're at school?
Fine, if you won't take me, I'll go by myself.
No, you will not.
Fine.
Wait, bad. No.
So we go to, I imagine we go to the Byron house first. What are you picking up? What is Tabby and Lucas grabbing?
So Tabby's just gonna dress up like a baseball player, right? So she just throws on her little league stuff, and she, instead of though like just taking like a bat bag or whatever, she has kind of like, sorry, like shedding. She has like one of those like bat bags that's a backpack style, you know, that you just kind of slide the bat in. So she's got the bat slid in there, and unbeknownst to the boys, she has put in her Ouija board. She has her baseball bat in there. She has like her compass. And she just like a whole bunch of stuff, her little notebooks, all of her stuff is crammed in there. Yeah. And so then she comes bouncing down the stairs, and her, like, she's wearing regular tennis shoes, but she's wearing cleats. She's wearing her cleats too.
She got the cleats.
Awesome.
Oh gosh. Okay. I'm trying to decide how concerned Luke is whether shit's gonna go down tonight or not. He fully intends, like, he's been telling Remy, like, yeah, we're not gonna go inside. He plans on going in, like, he's getting in there, even if Remy doesn't want to go. So he gets like, he has a like an old, like, kind of beat up like guitar bag, like never has learned how to play guitar ever, but he's got the bag, and he tosses like a bat of like some like random stuff that he's like hypothesized, has like through his research and stuff, is like, this is how you deal with like ghosts and shit. He's got like a little plastic bag of like salt. He has a Bible that he's like cracked open twice. Just some random stuff like this. A hypothetical little water bottle full of holy water. Like, he took it to church. And he goes in, while Tabitha's in the midst of, she's changing clothes, but their parents are at work. He goes and he cracks open the safe that his parents do not know he knows how to get into, and has dumped the hunting rifle in there with some, like, a little case of shells, just in case. Dad almost never goes in there anyway. You'll never know.
Fair. Yeah, so we cut there, and we go to the Hardy household. And what's Remy doing?
So Remy, he probably does the same thing, that he'll drop you guys off at your house right back to his, since you guys are such a short walk away. So by the time he's back at his house and packed up and everything, you guys are already pretty much back at his house. But as far as his gear and stuff, we'll see him put on his football uniform with his football pads. And that'll be my one armor that I get for my gear, will be football pads. And of course, he's bigger than the kids here, so it's one of the shirts, but it doesn't quite reach over his tummy, so he's got some tummy sticking out at the bottom of it. And he's aside from that, when Tabitha and Luke get back, they'll see sort of in the back of the van, ready to go, a sort of an old hunting shotgun that's back there, and it's like, it probably works, but they'll also see some brass knuckles, and then they'll,
Holy fuck!
And then the piece de la resistance is a full-scale replica Atlantean sword from Conan the Barbarian sword. That he definitely took off of his wall from his room, and he's that's like his thing. He's like got it all ready to go. All right, I'm ready.
Remy, what the fuck is that?
What?
Playing at the sword.
Gotta make sure no one gets hurt. This is from Conan, bro. It's a big
right,
fuck
yeah.
off sword. Like Remy's a big dude holding a big fuck off sword. It's just, what?
And you know, Luke's like thinking over and is like, you know what? Hey, fine, yeah, okay. Just don't go like swing it around at school or anything. Get arrested.
No, just staying in the van, man. It's for,
Okay, good.
It's for the house. It wouldn't even go with my costume, anyways.
So we've got a baseball player, a football player. I'll imagine the extent of Luke's costume is he has like one of the little like devil horn headbands. Like he's got one of these dressed exactly the same.
100%.
Let's go.
Yeah. So you all get back to the school again. It's like a 5-minute drive. It's not anything to be worried about. You all get in, and the school is decked out in like streamers and things. And Tabitha, you see your little friends, and they wave. And actually, as you approach them, you see Brittany go, Tabby, I know that we were going to go all together and do some investigating of the house, but I told my parents, and now they are not going to let me go out of their sight.
Why did you tell your parents?
I don't know.
Oh my God, Brittany, you always do this.
I
You
know.
always tell your parents and then you can never go. But
I
you
know.
didn't think it's on purpose.
No, it's not on purpose. I can't lie to my parents. And then they told Lisa and Angelica's moms too, and so they can't go either. And you see Angelica and Lisa sort of doing the like little kid like sheepish thing.
You guys are a big bunch of chickens. That's what you are. You just didn't want to go because you're a chicken.
Yeah, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I want to be the one who the house is taken this year.
Fine. You know what? I'll do it by myself. And I'll take the video, and then you guys will be so jealous that you wish you were with me. Come on, let's get candy. I can't do this on an empty stomach.
Yeah, and so you all go and you see like, you know, the cheerleaders have set up like a place like a cakewalk area. Remy, you see your other fellow football players are doing like one of those games where like kids can throw like a little foam football into the different points, and then like based off of the points they get like a bigger candy or bigger prize kind of thing. And so you see Cassidy give you like sort of a wave over. Just, hi, Remy. And Luke, I imagine, because you've said a couple of different times about raiding the AV closet.
Yes, I'm a member in the barest sense of the word. Like the minimum amount of things that I have to do for them to not like take me off the list.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
Yeah, so you know at this point that Tabitha is safe. Like there's a billion grown-ups in this space. The big thing was that you knew that your mom knows your sister well enough that she would wander away without like supervision. So
Yeah. Yeah.
so she's a pretty cool mom in terms of like she trusts the two of you to like not do anything too dangerous. Like she gives you pretty much I don't want to say free reign.
She says of two teenagers who currently have 2 guns in a van.
She doesn't know about that. She doesn't, but you know what I mean. Like, she's trusting enough of the two of you to, like, you know, she doesn't get you babysitters or anything, kind of deal.
Nice.
Yeah.
Always what parents don't know.
Our mother may be a poor judge of character. We're not-
Everybody is when it comes to their kids, right?
I suppose. Well, they look at, like, she looks at you and he's like, he's just such a big old softy. Like, what could he do? Like, oh, he's just like, he's so shy all the time. Like, it's fine. Fucking, meanwhile, in the back of the van. We're gonna fuck this house up, goddamn.
Oh Lord.
Okay, but yeah, no, 100%. Like, got Tabitha, like, dropped off with her friends to make the rounds, and it's like, I'm gonna meet you, Tabitha. I'm gonna meet you back there in like an hour, 45 minutes. Okay,
Which one is it? An hour or 45 minutes?
45 minutes.
Fine.
Or actually, whichever would put us closer to it being dark.
I mean, it's
I guess
it's the
later
fall,
on it's
so
longer.
it's like you got to the school and it was getting dark.
Fantastic.
So I think Luke's getting off to the AV club. Like, someone needs to watch after Tabitha, probably. So you go ahead, big dog.
Okay. Yeah, just
When he
Watch
leaves, just say, let's go get some candy.
Yeah. Oh,
she's heard
we
the
can't do
word
things on an
before.
empty
Whatever.
stomach. Come on.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Just Tabitha's probably like going over to the football things and stuff like that and going, do it. She's like dragging him around
Oh,
from
I'm
place to
terrible at
place.
throwing,
Do
but
that
sure.
thing. Do that thing.
I'll just like full hand throw the football through. I don't know if I'm any good. I don't think I'm any good. I see Remy as like a
Jesus,
lineman.
Yeah,
so
like
if he
like a
does like
football.
hit it, it's because he hit the entire like structure and knocked it over. Just via pure force, not because of any sort of accuracy.
Like every single thing, she just like shakes her head, gives him a Reese's cup, and drags him on to the next one.
you do this, and Cassidy is just like, Remy, you're such a good, kind-hearted person. Taking Luke's sister around, that's just the sweetest.
Thanks. Hey, Cassidy.
Hi, Remy. Okay. We have that situation. What are you doing? Go ahead and narrate exactly what you're doing.
So what Luke is doing is Luke's going to the AV club, and like obviously like part of our thing is like, you know, we're supposed to, you know, document school events.
Mhm.
And so he's showing up, like most of them who are actually going to be doing stuff have already left. And he's just showing up at the last minute and like, hey, yeah, I'm gonna, you know, I'm just coming to borrow some of the equipment so I can, you know, help, you know, document the event. And just total crap. And they probably know it, but he's gonna, you know, he's convinced them like, you know, I mean, it's gonna be, you know, it'll be here and back before you know it. Won't even notice it's gone. Nothing bad. I mean, come on, you remember when you were looking for? He's just gonna talk to whoever's there.
Yeah, go ahead and roll manipulate someone.
Got it, boss. And this I should hypothetically be good at. So let's see. Oh, Trey. Okay. For a, that is a 10. Exactly.
Awesome.
10 on the nose.
So on a 10 plus, they do what you have asked them to the best of their abilities. So they kind of roll their eyes a little bit. You know, like you said, they know, but I do think they also know that your sister takes really good recordings and photos, and so often they just expect you to borrow Tabby's like photos and videos that she has taken of events around town, because again, everybody goes to everything. Like, everybody goes to everything. So
Hell yeah.
yeah. So they kind of the teacher, Mr. Kent, hands you the materials that you've asked
Yeah,
for.
it's like
and-
a couple camcorders
Yeah.
and stuff. Just like, thanks. I just great event this year, Mr. I think everything we're gonna get is gonna be awesome. Gonna make the school look fantastic, and it's just gonna totally just constant word vomit as he is backing out of the room.
Yeah.
And just
And-
"Nyeh."
Again, there's definitely he knows, but it all ends up good and golden anyways. So you've always returned the material or like returned the equipment back.
More
So
or less in one piece. Like,
yeah, not any
fine.
more or less than other students. Because again, teenagers are teenagers. It is what
that
it
is
is.
facts.
What do they think he's doing with the equipment if they don't think he's doing?
I mean,
Curiosity.
I'm assuming that it's more of the like making home video, like in the woods, like making like
It's
they
recording,
know you, and like they assume that Luke is just doing the same thing as you. That's how you got your sort of like investigative journalism, but he's more low key about it.
I'd say Luke probably has some amount of reputation for like checking out weird shit that goes on in town. Like when there are reports of stuff, he'll usually try to find out stuff about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is it's like
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Nice. Free cameras, let's go.
Yeah.
These are mine now.
Remy and Tabby, I would love for you to investigate a mystery as you are walking through the halls.
It's a sharp roll, right?
Correct.
Bring me the sharpest. Oh, terrible. It's a 6 total.
6. So 6 is a fail. So go ahead and mark experience.
7.
7. So on your investigative mystery, you get to answer ask one question. So what happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What is it going to do? And what is being concealed here? So you are walking the halls during this trick or treat event, and
What is being concealed here?
yeah, so you see as you are going through, like I said, a bunch of the local businesses have like sponsored the different booths, and you see Mr. Dufame again, and all of this like people moving into the Dare house, that's new and weird and different, and you are looking at him and he looks different. Like you don't quite know how, but like you just get that like little kid feeling of like, I don't like this guy. Like I'm getting weird vibes, and it's like very clear that like you can't tell if it's because he's giving you a look because Luke and Remy and you were screaming at his clients about people being murdered, or something else.
I'm gonna like elbow Remy and be like, "What's with Mr. Dufresne? He's creepy tonight."
It's creepy every night.
Well, I mean, but extra. He looks weird.
They're pointing it out. Can I see anything? Is he-
Yeah, I would say that like as like you're a teenager, and like you're thinking about like years past, and Mr. Dufame doesn't often, like, you don't see him a lot,
Mhm.
but you only like when you do see him, he's always a little bit sleazy. It always feels like the weird things in town happen when he is around.
Is he standing anywhere important? Or is
No,
he
he's
just
he's,
kinda out and about?
he's like with the booth that he's sponsoring, so he has like the good candy, like the expensive candy.
Right. You wanna go talk to him? Maybe you're good at that.
Yeah, let's go. Well, one, he has the good candy, right? So the full size bars. So let's go get some candy. Worst case, we get good candy, right? Let's go.
Okay. Yeah. I'll
So
go over there.
I'm gonna think. Blah, 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 blah. I feel like there's something that I can do.
On the way over, Remy's
so-
gonna put his football helmet on in the hopes that it blocks Dufame from recognizing him, but it is very clearly not going to do that.
What, does your uniform have your name on your?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But so when they get over there and they're doing the trick or treat, Tabitha is going to use her press accreditation skill.
Yeah. Perfect.
So to ask Mr. Dufresne, hey, Mr. Dufresne, how's everything going? Are you excited about the Dare House finally? And I got a roll for that.
Yep. Go ahead and
Bum, 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 bum. That's 7 on the dice. And use charm, so that's a 9.
okay. So they'll do it, but so you're asking him a question, so you want him to what are you trying to manipulate him into doing?
I'm trying to get him to tell me more about selling the Dare House, or to tell me anything about this whole like Dare House situation.
Okay. So he sort of crosses his arms and looks at me and says, Miss Byron, I don't so much appreciate you causing such a ruckus with my clients this afternoon. You and your brother and Mr. Hardy here.
No,
You know.
no. My name's Demi.
Right. Truth in reporting, sir. Gotta have transparency of the press.
He takes him in and is like very clear like how he's going to like talk to a 10-year-old about like real estate dealings. And he goes, Miss Byron, I do say that it's been a while since anybody has shown any interest in the Dare House, and it's going to be good for us. You know, as people move into this town, it can grow and industry will happen. And we have been stuck in the past for far too long, as you can tell.
It'll be good for them to live in the Dare House.
And he looks at you and gives you the adult stare of like, it's going to be what it is, child. And he sort of turns and like looks at like other grown-ups and starts engaging in conversation with some of the other adults.
Tabitha's going to take like 3 extra candy bars and give one to Remy. I'm like,
Yeah.
Before she starts like nomming down on that, you said that bad things happen, or at least weird things happen when Mr. Dufame's around, or at least he's coincidentally around when weird things happen. Remy, after getting handed the candy bar from Tabitha, is going to look down at it. Is there anything odd or strange about the candy itself that he's handing out? Like open packaged, or like maybe like weird goop or anything?
There are puncture holes in it.
Why don't you investigate a mystery?
All right.
nice.
Hell yeah, brother.
Razor
Get
blade.
her done, Remy.
This is my best stat. All right, well, the dice gods are looking after me on this. That's a 6 and a 5, so 11 minus 1 for 10 total.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so as
Boy.
my assumption is that you're gonna ask what is being concealed here.
I
So you
did
get
that, or
2.
I I was
You get
thinking
two of
maybe read a bad situation. They're both
Oh.
sharp, so it's kind of the same role. But really, I was looking at the question: are there any dangers we haven't noticed with him handing this stuff out? I'm just trying to see if like I don't know if he's distributing monster goop out to the town or something like that.
Yeah. So if you want to read a bad situation, with a 10, you get 3 questions. So you said, so what are there any dangers you haven't noticed?
Mhm.
Specifically about the candy. The candy is, you can tell it's store bought, like, and it doesn't look weird. It's not like, kids are opening it up and it's like weird green goo. Like it's like just like, king size like Reese's cups or something.
So
Like
that's normal.
that doesn't look that is not suspicious in any way. But so you get 2 more though, with read a bad situation.
Okay. Can I ask the same question but about other subjects? Like if there's any dangers that I haven't noticed about Dufame himself, or do I need to go off to two other questions?
I think that like if you're just trying to get a sense of like all of the, like, is it in general, like if you're suspicious about him in general, I would say that that's the same, so that you don't have to burn any of your other holds. This will be the same.
Okay.
So yeah, I think Remy, you have that protective instinct. It's deep in you. You care about the folks around you. And this man gives you the ick. He has this vibe that like kind of slimy, kind of sleazy, fast talking city guy. He lives in Centerville, but you don't see him very often. And just like I said, he's around when the weird things happen. But nobody's ever really put 2 and 2 together.
And I guess for my last one, just what's the best way to protect the victims?
You are getting like, it's that sort of meme of like Charlie Day with all of the pieces of paper and the strings.
Yeah, except for Remy's kind of simple, so it's like 2 pieces of paper, and he's just trying to figure out how to get the string to front to connect.
Right. But I think you get like, the Dare house got sold. There are these people that you are looking at, like you look at Josh and Mandy, their styles of clothes, like, here's the thing. You all are in the middle of the United States where trends and things are slow to get to anyways. They're wearing clothes that like, you're like, we cannot be that far behind in trends. Like they're like, Josh is wearing a t-shirt, like it looks like a reference to like a television show or a movie or something that you're like, what is this? Like, again, their cars are super nice, but like, why is a teenager driving like a super nice car? Like that doesn't track. Like they don't look like millionaires or anything. Like they look like solidly middle class.
Okay.
I
think
so. You're putting these sort of, there are pieces here that are starting to fit together that you're like, I don't know what is this happening.
I don't know what's going on, but I don't like that. Whatever
exactly.
That is. Okay. I think Remy's gonna take the while Dufame turns around to purposely ignore Tabitha, starts talking. The bowl of king size candy is going to come with Remy as he turns and says, "Hey Tabitha, let's go." And I got like the entire bowl of king size candy.
Nice. She's like, yeah.
Let's go find Luke.
Score.
I got hey, so like, check. All right. So there's new people, right?
Yeah.
Like, what if they're not like, I don't know, like, what if they're not people?
Like, what would they be?
What if they're not normal?
Well, I don't. Who's normal? Who normal would move here, and who normal would buy the Dare house?
Exactly. So like I was like looking right, and I was looking at the candy at first, looking for something strange because I was thinking like, mom always says check the candy first because I have a real bad habit of like eating things with the wrapper on accident. So but I was checking the candy, so I was making sure, and there's nothing weird with the candy. But while I was chewing on it, I think when I chew sometimes, and I was looking at Mr. Dufame. He's kind of weird guy, right? He's giving me this like the thing. Yeah, you noticed that, right? Like, but also the two new parents gave me the same vibe. So I think maybe they're in it together. Maybe they're doing something extra. Like their house is weird and like scary, and I think they're doing something extra weird and scary, but together.
So you think they were like acting today when they acted like they got mad at Mr. Dufame?
I didn't even think of that. Yeah, maybe that could be a thing.
I bet you're right. House stupid, right?
No one buys Dare.
But he buys the Dare house.
No.
All right, let's go get Luke because we got to go check it out.
I think
This
that's
is messed
him.
up.
Here, can you hold the candy bars? Luke, like he's about to fall with all
Sure.
of that stuff. And whatever Luke's carrying, I'll go help Luke.
And
out.
that's- yeah,
Put them in her
heavy
pocket,
equipment, just
her
like,
backpack.
wrestling with it.
Remy picks it up and it's just like tiny little box. And
Oh shit! Oh, hey, okay, cool. What
So,
the
yo, check.
whole ball of
We
candy?
gotta
What?
Tabitha, what do you call it when you got something?
Lunch? An idea?
We got lunch.
We got no. Listen, Luke. Remy had the best. He had like such a smart idea. We were like talking to Mr. Dufame, and you know how he's creepy and weird. And so tonight he's even creepier and weirder. And so like Remy said, he realized that like he's creepier and weirder, and that like he's always around when weird stuff happens. And those people, he said he got the same feeling from the Bensons that he gets from Mr. Dufame. And so that makes sense, right? Because who would buy the Dare house? Nobody normal would buy the Dare house. So we got to go check it out because they're going to move in at the end of the week. And we need to go because if they came here to do bad things, then they're going to do them like, what's today? The 29th? They're going to do them in 2 days. And so we don't have a lot of time. We got to figure out what's going on, Luke. Let's go.
I think you have a look of confusion on your face. And Remy was there when they had this conversation, but he's also looking confused with you
Like-
after she's done.
I look at you being confused. I'm like, wait a minute.
No, she's right.
Oh, we can go. Yes.
Thing.
Thank you, Remy. All right, let's go. Come on. And my friends are chickens anyway. So all right, let's go. It's us.
This little 10-year-old girl in the baseball fucking outfit.
She's also
you know-
holding a bowl of king-size candy bars.
And just on the ball. Where did you get those? Where's those come from?
Dufame gave them
Mr.
to us.
Dufame, Mr. Dufame. So anyway,
She takes
Just-
the
I'm
ball
just gonna-
cap and
I'm just
she
gonna take
turns
the
it on around
ball.
back.
I'm just gonna dump it in her backpack and then just shove it onto a table. Just
She
like
takes her cap and she like
carry it around.
situates it like business.
I'm like, come on, let's go.
She put it in business mode. She put it into the background.
Oh shit! It's like the opposite of like the
No,
Ash
this is
Ketchum
free
thing.
business, I guess. It's like settled, but like it'll go to business soon.
Sick.
Yeah. As you are all like leaving the school to get to Remy's van, Lainey waylays Luke and like hands you like an envelope and is like, "We're all having a party later."
Look at the envelope. Where? What? Huh? I'm sorry. What?
She's like trying to be.
It's
She's
like-
she's trying to be like covert here because like her dad is the
This is yeah.
is the chief of police and he's kind of like being that jovial like front person in the and she's
one
like,
arm around AV equipment, the other just kind of trying to like look at the envelope, just kind of. Okay.
We're all gonna be there.
When is that? When is this?
Let's try
Like,
to.
oh, she's like 11. Like it's always.
Time is it now?
It's like 6:30,
It's like holy shit.
but it's dark. Like it's fall in the Midwest. Like,
yeah. Well, I'm just trying to think. I was like, well, if we know everybody's at this party, we know that there's nobody at the Dare house. And someone's like, oh, you know. I glance at Remy. You think Cassie's gonna be there? Is she going?
like I said, everybody is gonna be there.
I just kind of do that little, you know, when you just kind of like fist bump somebody's chest, like,
You know, we'll think about it. Lane, we're real somewhere to
be. And I do want to have one of the moves I took
Mhm.
was Friends on the Force.
Yeah.
I'm assuming basically Laney is like my connection to the cops.
And it's like, just in case, keep an eye on your phone. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Just in case, maybe something weird happens.
She like looks at you and
Yeah.
she says, "You know my payment," and taps her cheek.
Y'all go onto the van already.
Gross.
Let's go to the van.
And they're not gonna go.
That's actually a good question.
What was the question? I did like
Is the new guy
The
gonna
new guy
go?
gonna go.
Yeah, is Josh gonna be there? No?
Yeah. I mean,
Yes.
I invited both, or I invited Josh. She sort of points out one of her friends and is like, she thinks he's interesting.
I wonder if they're he like looks at Laney, puts the TV equipment in like on the try to block out Laney from the conversation and talks to Luke and Tapper.
It's kind of huddle. Like
Yeah.
turns like,
I
yeah,
won-
what's up? What's
I
up for
wonder-
me?
I wonder if they're like weird like their parents.
Great opportunity to find out. All right, yeah, let's get to the van. Thanks, Laney. And he'll quick like just peck on the cheek, turn around, and is already being like just as quick a transaction as possible.
All right, my man.
Focus. Come on, Remy. Shut up.
Oh,
You shut up too, Tabitha. Come on.
Sheriff Marks waves at you and goes, "You're a good kid, Luke."
I don't believe him. I don't believe he means that at all. Just throws up a hand, like speed walking to the van.
When he's not quite done, like a lot of the times, like we do here in Skype, we'll accidentally like cut into someone's sentence. He says, "You're a good kid." Remy will go, "Thanks," and he says, "Luke." He's go, "Oh yeah, that makes sense too," and he'll like run outside.
You are a good kid, Remy. That's over his shoulder.
Yeah. So you get into the vehicle, and are you driving, or so like what is your course of action to get like what are we doing now? You're moving very clearly towards an objective.
I think with the equipment and stuff, we need to get it set up before we go.
Yeah.
Like we need to get like the van set up with some like cameras on it or something, right? So we can like
Hell yeah.
drive that up. So if you have cameras on that, we can like drive the van since we've all seen the Dare house before. For just my mental image, is it like a long driveway up to the Dare house, or is it like it's right there off the street?
Yeah. So they are so the Dare house is the last. So North Hickory Street ends in sort of a dead end. That
Mhm.
dead end is the Dare house.
Okay.
The because this is I don't know how, if you've ever been to like one of these smaller towns in the Midwest, but like it's not quite a cul-de-sac, and so because they're the only house on that end, they don't really have a driveway because all of it is sort of open field kind of. So it's like places where people, like, you can tell that people can park, and then it's mostly like big well, it used to be landscaped, like the hedges are kind of overgrown and stuff, but there's like a brick path from basically from the end of the road to the big Victorian porch. And it is a Victorian house. Like it was a beautiful fancy house at one point. Now it's gray and decrepit.
Gotcha.
So I understand our current mission objectives are one, we're taking advantage of people being occupied in various locations. So objective 1 is to, set up cameras and stuff to record the dare house, right? Objective B is to, I guess at some point we said we gotta see if the kids are weird. We said we have to make an appearance at least. We have to go to the fucking party.
We have to bring your 10-year-old sister to the party too.
Cross that bridge when we get to it.
Okay. So we set up cameras on the van and on ourselves, like GoPros or something like that, but not GoPros obviously. It's like
this is mad Phasmophobia vibe.
yeah. We there's a full size, like, you remember the old like handheld cameras that are probably like they're fairly chunky, so you tape one to the top of the helmet.
Yep, absolutely.
Wonderful.
And Tabitha, you're gonna stay in the van.
Why? Why do I have to stay in the van?
Because I said so. That's why. What's that?
Mom doesn't say that.
Mom's not here. I am. And because you're supposed to be with me, I'm in charge. So you do what I say.
What am I supposed to do?
Watch. Keep an eye out. Me and Remy are going to take a look around and maybe record some stuff. And you watch from the van. You'll have the other camera. You're in charge of recording stuff from the van.
We at the house. We're at the dare house. We're not at the party.
Oh, I think we're just planning right now. I think
We're
probably
just
in
planning.
the
Okay.
school
She's, like,
parking lot in
planning.
the van talking right
Okay.
now.
Yeah.
So in that instance, she'll be like,
Fine. I'll stay in the van.
You can look. I mean, if you're farther back, you can see anything that happens at the house. So we need you to keep, we need your keen eyes, and and you can make sure that you can take notes, so that way you can record and then maybe prop it. And basically, I'm just bullshitting her to convince
she
her.
absolutely knows she's being condescended to. So at which point she's like,
So there is a move in Monster of the Week where you can manipulate another hunter. So Luke, if you want to try to convince Tabby,
Yeah.
well,
I'm basically trying to convince her that if she's in the van, that gives her basically this is the best vantage point to get the info that I know, the kind of info that I know that
Right.
she likes to get.
yeah, go ahead and roll.
Is that just regular manipulate someone?
Yep.
Okay. Phenomenal. Not great. It was almost super good. A 9.
Okay. So on a 7 to 9, they mark experience if they do what you ask. So Tabby or Stacey, if you do what Luke asks of you, you get to mark experience, and you'll stay in the van and sort of record there. If you decide not to follow that request, you will not mark experience. So I will leave that up to you. You can choose what you do with that information as you see fit. But we will leave that as a surprise for a little bit later on. All right, so we've made a plan. We've made a game plan. Are we on our way to the dare house, or are we moving towards the party barn, as someone said in the chat?
Party barn.
Where are we going from here?
I think we set up the van, we go to the party barn, we get the information, and then dare house.
And then
Okay.
so we're getting our setup. So we're setting up, because I'm sure between Tabitha and me, we have an excessive number of recording implements at this time. Because he kind of was like, okay, yeah, you can take some stuff, and Luke kind of took that as take as much as you want. And so he just grabbed all this shit. And so yeah, so they're like getting stuff prepped, like take off Remy's helmet and go ahead and tape it on there. Like, you're gonna want to leave this in here, big guy, until we use, just in case. And having this stuff ready to go.
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
I think we should swing by the Dare house beforehand, not to like stay, but just to give it a look, see if there's anything weird today. So, especially with the information that the parents seem weird and Dufame seems extra weird.
Yeah,
Just in
why
case.
don't so are you swinging by the Dare house right now to set up things? What is I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna have one of you roll a roll. So
I'd say yes. My vote
I'm
is yeah.
going
Go
with a
ahead and
quick
swing by.
drive
We've
by.
got time.
That sounds good. Just not getting out or anything, just driving by to make sure we don't see anybody around it before we go to the party.
Make sure nothing seems off.
Yeah.
okay, I would love so as you sort of do a drive by look see of the Dare house, one of you investigate a mystery.
Who wants to roll? I feel like the obvious choice mechanically is Tabitha. But, you know.
Well,
it
I'm
could
driving,
be
so
anybody.
it's not me.
Yeah.
So I assume you're like Tabitha's probably looking at all the screens that we have inside the van with the cameras on top and everything.
Oh, we straight up have this set up as the fucking Phasmophobia, man. Let's go.
10.
A 10.
Nice.
Beautiful. So you get 2 questions here. So you are Remy, you've pulled up in front of the Dare house, and
Shutters.
Tabitha, what do you what are your 2 questions, friend?
The first one is gonna be what is being concealed here?
Yeah, so you got the weird vibe from Mr. Dufame. Remy shared his sort of insights with you, and as you were sitting in front of this the Dare house, and the sun has it's not quite all the way down yet, but it's got that dusk feeling. It's kind of creepy. It's cold. The wind is blowing through the trees, and you just noticed you've lived here your entire life, and you just noticed that, is this house actually as old? Like, it's supposed to be a Victorian, so it's supposed to be probably over 100 years old, but there's parts to it that look like it's been renovated, maybe like a little bit modern here. Like that doesn't look like it's from the early 1900s. Like that looks like it, and it's like here and there. It's like those shrubs look like they've been trimmed recently, but not super recently. Like it looks like maybe in the last couple years somebody's done some sort of maintenance to the yard. And so you're starting to pick up on things that you're like, that I don't remember anybody. Like you said, nobody's moved into the Dare house. Nobody goes to the Dare house. Like, why would anybody buy the Dare house? But there is beginning to look like pieces where it's like, maybe I'm just because you're 10. Like, you're like, maybe I just don't remember. Maybe I was super little when somebody tried to repair the Dare house or something like that. Maybe somebody like a neighbor or something. So you are getting sort of you're starting to pick up on things that you haven't noticed in the past.
Okay. And what sort of creature is it?
Yeah, so as you are looking at it, you've read lots of books. Like, you're a pretty smart 10-year-old.
So she does my homework.
and you don't think they're aliens or anything, or it's not like aliens, and maybe not a monster, but or maybe it is a monster. You're sort of waffling between experience, like books that you've read, and you're beginning to again put 2 and 2 together, and you're like, there's something going on with Mr. Dufame and this house. You can't quite you don't know enough yet. like you haven't seen anything wonky, but as you are sort of putting pieces together, you know that Mr. Dufame and this house are linked somehow. Don't know quite yet. You need some evidence. You need to like do some investigating, but you think that you might be able to figure it out if you have the time.
You're gonna like poke on Luke's shoulder.
What? What?
When did they fix the stairs?
Sal look at the
Look
stairs.
like this. Did you see like there's some stuff like the boards up by the upstairs window and the steps? They look like newer than the rest.
And you, as she's pointing things out to you, Luke,
Uh-huh.
you are like your vision sort of, as it's being like shown to you, it sort of comes into focus.
I'm like,
It's like-
oh shit.
As things, she's like saying like, notice this, you're like, oh yeah, that's weird.
Didn't that bush used to cover like the whole window, but it's not anymore. It used to be like bigger than
Yeah.
bigger than you, not bigger than Remy, but bigger than you.
Yeah. Shit. Huh. Okay. I mean, maybe it could have gotten. I mean, maybe they renovated it before these guys came. I don't. That's weird. Yeah, that's
But
weird.
you know
New,
that no-
it's just newer,
Yeah.
right? It still looks scruffy,
Hmm.
like your beard.
I don't have a beard. I'm working on it. Leave me alone.
Hey, bro, you'll grow it in time. It's all good.
Shut up, Remy.
I was sharp, dude, nicely. Are we good here? Are we done?
Yeah, for right now. That's weird. We'll come back after. Come back after that part. After we talk to Josh.
As soon as
See
you
if he's
say
weird.
Yeah to that question, Remy screeches out of the
Just
trying to get
feels
away
like
from this fucking trying to get away from this house.
Damn it, Remy.
Hey, I'm just excited for the party, bro.
And with
Brian,
that,
I'm going to a high school party.
I feel
You're
like
gonna
this is
stay in the van.
staying in the
Okay.
van, going to parties. I feel like this is a excellent time to take a short break. So don't go anywhere, friends. We
Yeah.
have mysteries to solve, high school drama to deal with, and who knows, figure out what's going on with a haunted house. We'll be back in a bit, so don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
See you soon.
For now, temporary. Bye.
Hello, friends. I am so glad that you stayed with us. We are starting part 2 of Welcome to Dare House, our Halloween special. So if you missed out on the front part of the adventure, we have our 3 teenage and child adventurers. There's a haunted house in the town of Centerville, and some weird, spooky things happen in and near and around it. Everybody has a story, but something's different this year. The house got sold, and everybody knows about it, and it's right near Halloween, and oh my goodness, more weird things are happening, and our adventurers here are figuring it out. So, we just left off taking a look about of the house before going to a high school party. Tabby, our 10-year-old Snoop, noticed some repairs and some differences on this house, things that she had never noticed before, pointed it out to Luke, her brother, and Remy, basically another brother from another mother kind of situation. And now, yeah, they are going to a party.
Oh no. What's ever gone wrong at high school parties and horror movies? Nothing. Nothing ever goes bad.
You better keep it chaste though, because
That's
how you
actually that is
survive.
very fair. That's usually
that's how you survive.
That's the inciting incident.
Wish I had some 80s like party music I could play at this point, but you know, I have to imagine in D&D. It's terrible.
Huh.
I think on the way, Remy's gonna like a little bit quiet, trying to keep Tabitha out of the conversation. Is probably not gonna happen because me and you in the driver and passenger seat here, like, so when it comes to like talking, like you talk to Laney, like you that thing at the end of like how'd that happen, man? Like how'd you make that happen?
Huh? How to make what happen?
Like,
Remy?
you know, when y'all were she said buy, but she also said something like she said something about a price, and then she like tapped her face. Is that like the normal thing? Like, is that what I gotta wait for like Chastity to do? If, like she gotta like tap her face.
Remy, but is it kind of pat him on the shoulder? I think you just need to talk to Cassidy, and
Yeah,
if
that's the part
if
I'm
she
getting
wants to
stuck on.
like if she says, you know, like, hey Remy, come with me, go with her.
But definitely don't do that
That.
because we could die.
If you get the ick feeling from Cassidy, do not do that.
Oh, dude, I don't, man. Like, she makes me
I
feel
think
like
you're
I
good.
just
So
ate
okay,
a
so maybe
Snickers.
not tonight, but if she's asked you to go somewhere on a different day, go with her. Yeah?
Okay. All right.
Okay?
Yeah.
Good.
Cool. Yeah.
You got it. Just like us. It's like,
Yeah.
got it.
Got it.
Good.
I got it.
There you go. Maybe not that much energy. Well,
Go Eagles.
you know what? I
Started out
maybe
being
that's
interested,
part of
and
the
then
thing.
she like checked out, fled to the back of the van.
Absolute Casanova level conversations going on in the front seat of this fucking van.
Yeah. So, you all know where the barn is. It's sort of a not quite an abandoned barn. It's one of the it's like the extra barn from somebody's like family's like property that only gets used every once in a while. And so this year happens to be the year that they're not using it to store anything. And so everybody knows where it's at, and you can see like all the cars have been like parked up on the side of the on the embankment, and yeah, you can see sort of lights. And again, this is not a very big town. You know that like all of the high schoolers will be there. That will be maybe 50 kids.
Oh shit! Holy fuck!
There's a lot of people.
I feel like easy to spot. Nice vehicle, Preza.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, cool. I also wonder. So you know, fucking like, tiny town. I assume the adults know that this is happening. Like they 100% know what's going down.
100%. 100%.
Awesome. Okay, so there's probably an eye being kept out somewhere
Mhm.
to varying levels of actual hands-on. Okay, cool.
Yeah, and you even, I would say that even as you were driving down the road, you saw a couple of like town patrol cars like at the like the four-way stop, and
Biggest stop in town.
mhm. there's one light, but that's the light to get that crosses the interstate. So like that's the only reason why there's a light there. But
Living
everything else
somewhere
is
like
stuff.
this is my worst nightmare. Like this is like, oh my god.
When we pull up and see the car out there, I'll stop, and when we're getting ready to like leave out to the party and everything, like, Tabitha, that's the car right there. You should check that out while me and Luke are doing like things in the party.
I get out of the van to do it.
Oh, that's
Luke.
not on me, little one.
I'm just gonna, because clearly Tabitha's kind of sulking, right? Like, okay, look, if you just go over to the car and take a quick look, I think that's fine.
What if
Just-
she do it from far away? What if she has some bifocals or something? She look at it from far away.
Do you know what bifocals are?
Yeah, you look
I
at
don't-
them, you can see.
I
far
don't
away
have
things.
it.
Oh.
I don't have a good
Oh.
enough Zoom. I don't
You
have a
can-
good enough Zoom. I
look,
can't do it. I have to go.
If there's nobody around the car, go take a quick look, real quick. But don't. If you see anybody coming towards the car, you come back to the van, okay?
How long are you gonna be gone?
It shouldn't be too long. We're gonna see if he feels icky.
You want to go kiss Lainey?
Shut up, Tabitha.
You're
Turn around and
gonna
get out of
kiss
the car.
Lainey?
Come on, Remy. Remy, just. I'm gonna pat myself down, hidden knife, knife on my person, just in case. Remy, take your fucking like tap his nuts, like just in case. Put him in your. I'll hold them for you because you're still in a football uniform,
Yeah,
right?
I'm still in football pads.
I grabbed them and I put the nuts in my other jacket pocket, just in case. Come on.
We'll give you like a signal when we get up to the front doors, let you know if the coast is clear.
Sounds good. All right.
Okay. So when we get to the front of the barn, I guess Remy will do a quick like check around and see if there's anything that might be watching us or Tabitha when she goes to look at this vehicle.
You either investigate a mystery, or read a bad situation. You can do either or.
They're the same roll.
Minus.
-1.
Wait, read a bad. You tell me this could be a bad situation.
I continue
Oh,
to
no.
do well with the rolls. That's a 5 and a 4 for a 9, but -1 for an 8.
Okay, so which one are you rolling?
Let's do read a bad situation because I'm just trying to get Tabitha close to the car. And I rolled an 8, so I only get 1, right?
Yeah, just the one.
Okay. Are there any dangers we haven't noticed? What's the biggest threat? What's most vulnerable to me, and what's the best way to protect the victims? Definitely. Let's do what's the biggest threat.
You know, as you are looking around, things aren't weird at all. There's no weird wonky stuff. You don't get any bad vibes. So I would say, like, in terms of threats, you saw a patrol car down the road, thinking like, oh, they're probably there to catch drunk drivers.
Gotcha.
Like, at this point in time, that is the biggest threat.
Okay.
So,
All right. Remy forgot to come up with a signal on the way up here, so he'll do what his football buddies do on the field, which is act like an eagle, and he'll just do this in front of the barn doors to let Tabitha know the coast is clear.
What does that mean? Did you see something? Is there
And-
something?
No, coast is clear.
Luke's phone pings. It's a text from Tabitha. Got it.
She got it. Stop.
awesome. So
Stop.
you do that, and as you are like the doors are like sort of one's closed, but the other one is like propped open, and your football buddies see you doing that, and they are all already pumped, and they're like, yeah, ready, yeah.
Just fucking, I walk into the party to it. Like, oh, let's go Eagles!
And as you walk in, this is because my childhood consisted of 2000s movies. This is very much like Mean Girls, where 90% of the girls are wearing like, pretty skimpy clothing with like animal ears. There's a couple of other people, like girls wearing like regular costumes, but most of the girls are like, underwear or like not underwear, you know what I mean?
Right.
Dear God.
Clothes. They're wearing slutty clothes with animal ears, and then there's a lot of football players with their uniforms and like zombies.
We think alike.
Yeah, there's a lot of devil horn type things that Luke. So you're not the only one who has like.
That's it, baby.
Yep, 100%. So, you hear music. clearly being played off of someone's phone or iPod or something, and it's very much a boisterous. There's beverages of various kinds
Oh
in
god.
the back. I will
This
let
really
you.
is that small town of like, well, we'd rather them be doing it where we know they are than anywhere else.
100%. 100%.
Focus, Remy, focus. Like, my boy is still getting caught up in the hey.
What's up, dog?
Come on.
What's up? Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh, right. Hey, yeah, give me 2 seconds. Hey, John, what's up? Come on, let's go. All right. I like look at everybody's hands. All right, Joe, I see some. All right, Coors Light, cool. There's a cop, man, like 2 minutes that way. Full disclosure. So if you're gonna drink, don't drive.
Thanks, man.
Got you.
You got me. I got you. I got me. You got you.
We got you. I got you. You're fucking. I don't have my helmet on, and if he does, we fucking headbutt and fucking shit. Yeah.
God, fucking damn it, dude. Every
All
time.
right, I'll go find Luke. I'll go find fucking Luke again.
Remy, that's some of the best advice you've ever given, but come on.
Yeah.
Good job.
We're gonna go look for the.
Yeah, we're gonna go look for Josh.
Yeah. So
Oh god.
So you're beelining for Josh.
Yeah, we're walking through. We're doing the thing. I'm sitting there. I'm going. I can't see over anybody. You see him? Like,
yeah. Let me look around real quick. Actually, you know what? Since it might not just be the new kids, what if it's everybody?
I really doubt it. But if you get weird feelings, say so.
All right. 1 second. Oh, here. I can just pick you up. Without, I'll just pick Luke up so he is above the entire crowd here. And I will just like, woo! And just cheer and just hold him around.
And everybody's like, woo! Like, everybody's.
Whatever.
Yeah, and as you are looking, you see Josh making out with Aggie Carter sort of in the back corner. Yeah.
What's he doing,
You
bro?
see a couple of other people sort of scattered
in corners and stuff.
Yeah.
Pine bales of hay, like a tree.
pretty much.
It's what a oh god. I fucking put me down. Put
Welcome
me
to my
down.
high school.
This guy's smacking him on the side like down. Okay. He's over there.
All right, sick.
Oh god. It's like, how do I interrupt this gracefully?
You won't have to worry about it for too long. As Remy just kind of walks around the corner. Yo, Josh, what's up, bro? Oh shit.
My bad, dog.
Remy!
What's up?
And like Aggie kind of like is adjusting clothing and hair.
What's up, Aggie?
What are you?
Up top.
I'm gonna let him interrupt. I'm just gonna kind of stand back a little bit.
Remy, what are you doing? Go away!
Oh no, I can't do that.
And Josh is kind of like wiping lipstick off of his face. And he's like, dude, what is your problem? And Aggie is still like,
Hey, there was actually, I just kept walking around. I'm pretty sure Cassidy was actually, she said she was looking for you about something.
Looking
Said
for
like,
me?
and
Cassidy's
somebody
here?
had like sent a text to your parents. It's just kind of like,
is this to Aggie or is
to
this
Aggie. Yeah, to Aggie. Like, I apparently Cassidy or somebody was looking for you or so. She said somebody was looking for you that,
manipulate someone?
they heard your parents might be looking for you.
Manipulate someone 100%.
Yeah, 100%. Come on, dice. Oh, that's bad.
Can I help?
You can
out?
help. Yes, you
Okay.
can.
Or at least attempt to help out.
Yes.
Okay.
My cat's
What?
meowing at me from on top of my fridge.
I don't know if it'll help, but
Yeah, I was like, what did you roll there, Ian?
It It may make a difference. I don't know how big of a difference it's gonna make. I got 3, 5, a total of 7.
Oh, so 7 works. 7 is the lowest, or is.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, that's the bottom of 7 to 9. Okay, yep. That's
Yep.
what I was just looking. I was like, couldn't remember.
Yeah. So then, yeah, they'll do it, but only if you do something for them right now to show you that you mean it. So she is looking at. She's looking at you, and she goes, Lucas.
Trouble.
owe me."
Yeah. I mean, I'm good for it. Just go. It's fine.
She
What?
like adjusts her clothes one more time and like storms off, and Josh is kind of like,
Well, hey, man, how you doing?
I was better
Oh,
like a
God,
minute
it's-
ago.
There are like 50 people in here. You're new, very novel. I think you're good.
I'm like not even trying to hide the fact that I'm like scoping
Yeah, I'm
this
like,
guy.
I'm just like,
looking
I'm just
for
kind of
anything.
glancing over at Remy. It's like, so I mean, this is so okay. So I see, you got the party all right. So seems like you're doing pretty good. I want to keep him talking and let Remy assess.
Okay,
It's
so
probably better swapped, but
Hey man, you're the one who sensed it before. I trust you.
okay, so I would say, we
Oh.
will.
Yeah.
We're gonna do Luke, roll to manipulate someone, and then based off of that roll, we will Remy, you'll tell me what you're going to roll, and then we'll move from
Okay.
there.
I was gonna say I was gonna roll to help out actually. Insofar as I was gonna bring up like in conversation like, oh, I heard that Dufame guy that like your parents kind of got into it with him because apparently he didn't tell him about how some people died there,
Mhm.
and basically I'm trying to see if like bring the topic of conversation to the Dare House and his parents to see if that would like trigger the ick sense.
Yeah. What do you have any? Do you have any of your moves that will do something?
The moves I doubt it because the moves for me that I picked is I picked what was that? Friends on the Force, and as well as I guess Notorious was I don't know if that would apply to this particular because Friends on the Force I knew that was like the backup, but he's not from here, so I don't know if
Yeah,
if my
no, and you're not
reputation would've
manipulating
really-
him. You're
Yeah.
rolling to help out. So yeah, so
Yeah.
go ahead and roll plus cool, and then Remy, you tell me what you're going to roll.
okay.
oh gosh, oh geez. I got an 8.
An 8. Okay,
So-
so you're going to so Remy, you're going to add a +1 to this.
What?
But Luke, as you are having this conversation, Josh looks at you and is like, "Hey
Oh,
man,
man. What's going on?
like, I get that it's small town. My sister and I, my parents and I, like, we're new, but you gotta just like fucking chill, like, I'll have we can have this conversation, but then you can fuck off, right? Like,
Hey, totally, man. Total, absolutely. 100%. You got it. Like, I'm like, this is all I fucking need. This is good. We're good.
yeah. So go ahead and roll what you're gonna roll, and then you'll add a +1 to that.
Okay, I'm gonna do investigate a mystery.
Great.
I have a question though before I do this, so I was holding on to it. So I have -1 sharp, so it's gonna be -1, so it's gonna be +0 in total.
Yep.
It's +1.
Nice.
One of my things is the wronged is I know my prey, and I get a +1 ongoing when knowingly investigating, pursuing, or fighting the breed of monster that caused my loss. I don't
Yep.
know if this would apply here.
You are investigating things related to it, so yes. so
So
you
you have a
do-
net +1. Let's
I have a
go.
net +1. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, it could be worse. 5 and a 2 for 7, and then +1 is 8 total.
Okay, so with an 8, you get to hold 1. So
Let's what sort of creature is it?
okay, so
Hmm.
you still can't really pinpoint, like, this kid is a kid.
Okay.
you're not getting any weird vibes of like
Right.
being a ghoul monster ghosty kind of deal, but you go back to thinking about like what he was wearing and what he is wearing, and you remember sort of like throughout the day, the school day, hearing conversations, because you've had all the same classes with him. Again, everybody's like, there's not very many of you, and he kept bringing up like pop culture references that nobody understood, like to a degree where people were like, you're making that up, like.
Mhm.
Holy shit.
Yeah, like you're like, those movies have not been made yet. What are you talking about? Like, yeah, there was like a stories that they were gonna make like the new Star Wars movies, but they haven't done that yet. Like, what are you doing? Like, no. And you remember back to what Tabby said about the house, of like, there's like work that has been done, but like you can tell that it's been recent but not new, and you're beginning to think like, it's not just the house, like maybe there's something wrong with our town.
Are we the monsters? Oh shit.
Are we the monsters all along? Okay, so I don't see him as an active kind of threat. He's just a normal dude, but he's kind of weird.
Yeah,
Okay.
and weird because he's like talking about stuff that like you guys have cable, you have cell phones, like it's not like
Hell yeah.
it's not like the 1980s or anything, but you're like, it's just like those little bits and pieces where you're like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, when did Kesha put out a new album? Like that, she hasn't put out an album in 5 years. Like,
I love
what?
that TikTok song.
Yeah.
Um,
So that kind, it's that kind of thing.
right.
Interesting.
All right. Well, that's too big for Remy's brain. So what's not though is the fact that this shit stain just told my friend to fuck off. So I'm going to get on my knees in front of him, and like I assume he's like
What are you
laying
doing?
on the ground right here. So I'm gonna like squat down in front of him. So I'm looking him almost square in the eyes and say, "You should be nice to people." And I that's all I'm gonna say.
I guess manipulate someone +1. Like there is no intimidation roll here in
Well,
Monster of the
I
Week,
think-
but that feels very.
I think it fits in with my fervor. When I can manipulate someone, I can roll my tough instead.
Hell yeah.
So, all right. Sick.
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
Over.
Ah.
He's feeling foiben.
7 plus 2 is a 9 total.
9.
If it's an additional +1, then it's 10. But
Yeah. No, I'm still gonna give you that +1
Hell
because
yeah.
it is. I, Kylie, felt that deep in my bones. He was okay, dude. Like it, and like he sort of like straightens himself up, and he's like, dude, I was making out with that hot chick. Like, what am I? You interrupted something.
I will
Sorry.
help him straighten himself, like pulling his costume back around. And I imagine he's got like his mask or something that's like got the elastic band on the back, sort of on top of his head. And I will just walk away from this conversation saying, I was told in therapy that patience is a virtue. I'll take his mask and stretch it out and just have it smack back to his face, and then like, all right, we're good, man.
Yeah, no, I mean, that was a 10, and he's not gonna say anything. He's not gonna do anything. He was just trying to like relate to you, like sort of guy to guy of like.
Hey man. Hell
Uh,
yeah. Just as we turn to walk away, just kind of like wave out, just big old smile, like, all right, man, we'll see you later, Josh. Have a good one. I'm sure. I don't even. Just like, I don't. I'm actually not sure. I just keep on walking.
No, straight up, like Aggie was in, like, kind of around the corner, looks at you, Luke. She's like, "You fucking owe me," and then like walks, and she's like, "And also, if you don't go see Lainey, you know."
What? I mean,
And
I'm in the process of saying I was never even here, and then I remember the fact that fucking Remy lifted me up into the air. It's like, yeah.
so
Okay. All right. So I'm just gonna, as we kind of walk by, I'm like, so
Nothing.
nothing. No ick. Nothing
Yeah.
weird.
I mean, just the same stuff he's doing earlier today, man. Like the stuff he's been doing all day. He's been saying,
Making shit up.
yeah, he's been making up weird stuff.
It's like the weird. They said they're from California. I mean, maybe they're doing things. I mean, California's kind of strange.
Yeah, it's true, I guess. Didn't it like fall off? Isn't it like in the ocean now?
No,
How's it
no,
even
no,
from an
no,
ocean town?
no. That's not happened. People think it might happen. It's not happened yet.
I mean, who knows? With all the stuff he's saying, maybe it
I
is.
feel like we would know.
Maybe
I
they're
feel like we would
underwater
know.
people. Maybe
That would
that's
be on the
what it is.
news. That would definitely be on the news.
I don't watch the news.
Okay, yeah, Tabitha does. And she 100% would have said something if that had happened.
Yeah, I don't understand everything that Tabitha says a lot of the time. So
I know, buddy. I know. Oh god, come on. Apparently, I'm gonna get yelled at. Where is it? I'm a fucking like. We'll reconvene here in a moment. Go find Cassidy or something.
okay.
Peel off. 'Cause apparently, I'm gonna get chewed the fuck out if I do not at least stop by Lainey while we're here.
so I'm gonna we're gonna freeze frame here and then go to Tabitha. Tabitha, what are you doing, my dear? Oh, I cannot hear you, friend.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
So after she got the chicken sign, chicken, eagle, whatever, the bird, the bird dance. So she sent a message to Luke, and she waited. She watched them go inside, and then she hopped out and was investigating the car, like to see what she could see. And so I had gone ahead and rolled ahead, and so I got a 6 and a 4, so I got 10. Then my sharp is 1, so 11. Great. For a total of 11.
Perfect. So with an 11, you get to hold 2 questions. So go ahead and what are your 2 questions?
Righty. Okay, so my 2 questions are what happened here, and I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. What's your?
I was gonna say the second one was gonna be what can it do, but
yeah. So you are looking around at this car. So in terms of what happened here, what are you trying to suss out?
Kind of like, it's not anything I've ever seen before. So has it been modified? Has it like what happened to this car to make it so weird, right?
Yeah. So as you're looking at this car, it hasn't been modded out or anything, but you're a smart kid. Like, you know how, like, for some reason you know where to like look for like VIN numbers and things, and there's like etchings on windows. And you look sort of in the back corner of this, like, it's like a sedan, or no, I said it was a Ford earlier, didn't I? Well, yeah, it's like a Ford sedan. You're looking at it, and the date is weird.
Date is weird? Like, how weird? Or is that a question I can't ask?
No, you can. So it's like, it says it's like 2023. It's not 2023.
Okay, so that's bizarre. And
my what can it do, I guess.
Yeah, so you're sitting here, you're going, your brain is sort of trying to process all of these things. Like, you're a 10-year-old, you're like, this doesn't make any sense. You are like, what is it going to do? Is that your other question? You are getting the distinct feeling that, like, it's not the Bensons. Like, something is weird with your town. Like, you remember, like, sort of the style of clothes that Mandy was wearing. And, like, Josh has, like, a t-shirt on referencing a TV show that you've never seen or never heard of. Like, you are, like, you just thought it was like a prank shirt, they have like parody shirts and things that you've seen those, but like it's not a parody of any show that you know of. So you are sort of piecing together, like, the Dare House isn't what it appears to be. The Mr. Dufame is weird and giving Remy the ick. You are beginning to piece together that, like, something is wrong, not with these people, but with your town. And the heart of it is the Dare House.
Okay, so that's going to make her antsy. And, when your antsy time drags, right? And so they don't come back, and they don't come back, and they don't come back. So she's going to start walking toward the Dare House. She's like, got her backpack, and she's going to start walking toward the Dare House.
Yeah. So this is when we're going to go cut back to the party.
Oh boy, guys, we're the monsters. It's us. We're the problem. How many years have we been 15? Oh God.
We don't know that. It's party time in here, man.
Woo!
Yeah.
Okay. we are.
So the two of you see Lainey and Cassidy sort of up on, like, an elevated, not, when I say elevated, it's like literally a step up. It's like where like they put the hay bales. Wow.
Hail Bale.
Hail Bale.
Hell
Bay
yeah,
hails.
brother. Anyways, hay bales up, like, to get up off of the, like, dirt floor, and they both have red Solo cups and are, sort of kind of dancing with each other and, like, laughing and joking. And Lainey cuts eyes to you, Luke.
Great big dog, I'm following your lead. Got your back.
Come on. Go. Clamber up.
He'll give a quiet but audible.
Cassidy, in all of her, like, attention to you, just like because she's a cheerleader, does, like, the little cheer response.
Hey, Cassidy.
Hi, Remy.
Hey, Lainey.
And Lainey hands Cassidy her cup and, like, grabs you by the arm.
Uh-oh.
And she's like,
yeah,
Lucas, you are up to something.
I've never been up to something ever. Why would you hear?
You know the prize.
Quick peck on the cheek. Yes, surely.
Let's go.
Remy, don't you have somewhere to be? Aren't you and Cassidy?
Chilling, big dog. I'm here to support you.
Cassidy takes you gently by like your shoulder and goes, Remy, do you want to go and come with me and get a drink?
Wait a minute. He says it out loud and look at her. Can I investigate a mystery?
Yeah.
I'm over there trying to like give him a subtle like little like thumbs up like yes.
You're doing that and I'm like, yeah, we're on the same page. She's a monster.
Oh no.
The 5.
To do you're investigating a mystery, is that what this is?
Yes.
Okay, so you mark experience because you failed that roll.
Okay.
And here's the thing, Cassidy likes you despite you being a complete doofus. So she like takes you by both shoulders and like looks over at Lainey, and Lainey sort of nods and is like, yeah, this is, you're gonna have to. And she goes, Remy, I want to take you over there to make out with you.
Oh, sick. Yeah, that'd be super cool.
Job.
And she like drags you to like a corner to make out.
Gotcha. Like I'm just gonna right before she like right before we start kissing or whatever, like you're not like a monster. Okay, this is nice. Then just shuts up.
Good for him. Just looks like, yeah, good for him.
Yeah, Lainey, did you say that out loud?
Yeah, I 100
Yeah, Lainey's like, yeah, I had to finally tell Cassidy that she just needed to use her words.
straightforward. Yep.
Yeah.
Can't beat around the bush with him. Yeah.
No.
Absolutely.
No, he doesn't get the nuance, and that's okay. We love him anyway.
Sweet guy.
Yeah. Yeah. No, my dad mentioned at dinner tonight that people came into the station talking about the house, and you know that I know that you know your obsession with that house.
I wouldn't call it obsession. Healthy curiosity.
Mm.
Well, come on, Lane. You. It's weird.
It
You
is
know
weird.
it's weird.
I know it's weird, which is why I'm telling you or saying why you didn't bother to ask me to help you.
It's not a big deal. I don't think. Yet. Maybe. I mean, I'm working on it. Okay, these kids are weird, kinda. Their parents are weird. Dufame is weird.
Oh yeah, everybody
lot
knows
of
that
weird.
Fame is weird.
Yeah, but we're looking into it. If anything comes up, I'll be first to know. I swear.
She takes a minute and like tries like fine.
If I was trying to not tell you anything, I wouldn't have even come, would I?
That is not the Luke that I know. I know that Aggie saw you. I know you, and I told her to tell you that I knew that you were here.
Shit.
You were gonna
Fair
leave
enough.
without talking to me.
There's a lot going on tonight. There's a lot. It's not even actually Halloween yet. My bad. Very sorry. I just very caught up. But-
Fine. I see that.
Wait, hold on.
I just see that you use me to know that,
No,
like,
no.
when the police. No, I know. Fine.
I'm pretty sure that they're doing like they're doing like a series of multiple like horror movies at that kind of little drive-in thing that they've got going on tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll ask Remy if I could borrow the van. We did.
You're gonna borrow the van.
I don't have a car. I know that's a sticking point, but you know,
I mean,
it's a drive-in.
Are we
You kind
sure
of have
that
to have a
Luke's any
vehicle.
quicker on the uptake than Remy is?
Luke is in denial. He's also in just trying not to have mad girl at the moment.
This is not just a Remy thing. Let's all be clear. This is a man thing.
This
in
is a man
general.
thing.
This
Yeah,
is a man
100%.
thing. Okay.
Ian is this stupid. Like
this is common between all of us.
Lainey goes, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Fine. 6:30.
got it. Absolutely.
And you'll text me if anything happens.
Yes. First person. Also, why does your dad like me so much? It's weird.
I don't know. My dad is just one of those people.
Okay, well, Tabitha's still in the van. We gotta go. I gotta back on the seat, jumps down, and is like, Remy! Remy! Remy!
No
Damn it!
answer.
Just like doing that, like got a pound on the back of his shoulder. Remy, come on, we gotta go, man. Focus.
Cassidy like kicks you in the shin. Luke, go away.
We gotta go. We may even be back. I don't know. Trying desperately, like all on the back of his uniform.
Doing that. I assume to like no avail. You're just
Yeah, I'm
stretching
saying
the
it's just like
uniform.
it's like starting to like lean away, and then like his heels drag through the fucking dirt.
And Remy has no idea how to end this situation at all. But he needs to go with his buddy Luke. So look at Chastity and go, yeah, and to like hold up a high five.
She's like sort of adjusts her like mouse headband and like her clothes a little bit and goes, hell yeah, Remy, and like gives you that high five back. And she's like, you can always come back. I'll be waiting.
Yeah, we might do that. Here, I don't want this to like melt in my pocket. There's a king size Snickers for you. Hi, Cassidy.
It's the like Stacy will know this feeling. It's the resignation of like you've decided to make out with the hot but dumb person, and so this is just like what you have to deal with. And so she understands that.
Just finally gonna good job, big guy. You did see was that so hard? And just kind of
Yeah, we're out.
So yeah.
Hey, bro, where's your sister?
She's in the van as we're walking.
No, I was
to
just
the
saying we
van.
had like gotten
Oh,
into when we get into
Yeah.
the van or whatever.
Rapidly disembarks from the van and like to the car, looks all
Oh
around.
shit, bro, the car ate her.
It
The
did
car
not.
ate her. The
Chill
car's
out,
the
Remy.
monster. Don't worry, I got it. I'll bring out the
No,
sword.
no.
Can I retroactively have like left a note in the passenger seat that said car is from the future, gone to the house, or dates don't line up, gone to the house, or
Yeah.
whatever.
100%. 100%.
All right, so that would have been in the seat, and then Tabitha would not be going on the roads, right? She's going the straightest line, right? So she's cutting across that field. DMD, would she have made it across the Ideal Road by now, you think? Like, would she be in that field?
Let's see. I am so from so you will I would say that in the amount of time that this conversation took and all of this stuff, I would say that you are actually pretty close to your like you're in the sort of the back 40, like you can see the lights of your house. There's like a big ass field behind the houses on your street. And so yeah, you can see the back 40 there.
And she's got her little Girl Scout compass out, right? That's been like
Mhm.
guiding her straight that way. And so she knows, all right, that's my house. And she's like cutting across the field, straight line for the Dare house.
Let me at the car, bro. Let me at
No!
the car.
Wait! Doesn't. Look over there. There's a note.
Yeah, I could totally read that if I wanted to.
Fucking go breathe it. Just like actively like shielding as we go over to the note. Shit! She went to the Dare house. We gotta go right now, in the van. Go.
He says that, and then it's business mode for Remy. Sword is in the like near the console beside him, slams on the door, peels out. We're going to the Dare house as fast as we can.
Okay. So, as you do that, you do know that there is a police officer. So, are you going to be going the speed limit, or are you going to blow through the stop sign? Like, what are you know these things? Like you rolled to know this already. So,
Yeah.
like,
I know there's a cop car there, but I also think that my little friend might be in danger.
I will say that you all know your town well enough that like you can guesstimate that based off of like how fast she can walk, that she's probably not to the Dare house quite yet. And because you're driving, everything's kind of a 5-minute drive from everywhere in this town.
Yeah.
So you could, like, if you drove the speed limit to get to the Dare house, you would probably sort of meet her sort of at the same time you got there.
Yeah.
So like,
If
she's not
you're
going to
cool
beat you
with it,
there.
I'd like to just roll an act under pressure to see if
Yeah.
Remy is of the mind to actually do that. Because
Yeah.
I think he's just got this image of Tabitha walking up to the door, and there's this moment of memory overlaying with anxiety of him seeing his dad like turn his back on the door and say, "Look, nothing's wrong," and then something like just snatches him in, and he has that same sort of thought that happens with Tabitha. So we'll see.
Yeah, please, yeah,
Oh.
act under pressure.
That D6 went flying.
Ran away.
That's an 8 on the dice, and my stat in cool is a +1, so that's a 9.
Okay. All right. So, are you trying to, in terms of acting under pressure? So it's like, I'm going to give you a worse outcome, hard choice, or price to pay.
Okay.
But that's going to be based off of what you are trying to do in terms of acting under pressure. Are you trying to have all of your faculties to remember that it is only a 5-minute drive to the house, and that like she's not going to beat you there, or remember that
I think it's reason versus like logic versus anxiety right now. Like it's 100% of just an internal battle right now. That's
Okay.
what it is. Logically I know we'll probably beat her there.
Mhm.
Anxiety is going through the roof, and I think that she's about to get snatched into the front door without us there.
Okay. I am going to say that, well, I guess what do you want to happen? What do you want to happen in this?
Well,
Are you trying to keep yourself cool?
Yeah, I'm trying to keep myself calm. So
Okay.
What
I would say
that
that
looks
the price to pay for this, as you're
Okay.
trying to keep yourself calm,
Hmm.
is that you kind of fuck up your mom's like work van a little bit. Like maybe
It'll
like
buff
you
out.
like you like grind the gears or something, like, or like you forget to take the parking brake off, and you drive down the road a little while, and
smell something
and,
burning.
yeah, and then you realize that you were driving with the parking brake on. So that's That's your price to pay.
Just look over it. We'll worry about that tomorrow morning. I'm sure it's fine. We don't need that.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Yeah, no, it's totally cool. Yeah,
Totally cool.
Yep.
Totally cool.
awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
fine,
Good.
fine.
Oh.
So you get to the Dare house a solid like 3 minutes before Tabitha gets there, and you can see her flashlight like sort of bobbing in the distance. And yes, the you all convene. I would say it's at the second light post. Like you go to where the gathering spot is for the Dare house.
Oh, jeez. Immediate out the fucking car and like look at like, okay, door is shut. Like any visual signs of little sister in the immediate vicinity.
Yeah, you like I said, you see her
Oh, I see.
flashlight.
Okay.
Yeah, the two of you see her flashlight bobbing.
I grab Atlantean, the sword of Conan, and run out with Luke towards Tabitha.
Yep, I imagine it quickly being overtaken by the football player.
I put the sword in the other hand. I pick up Luke with one arm, and then we fucking haul ass.
It's like a minute and a half of a dead sprint. And Tabitha, you have Remy with a sword, Luke under the other arm.
Glad you're here. Okay, so here's the deal. I looked at the car like you told me to do, right? And so
Why are
it's
you here by yourself?
Listen, I'm so glad you're here because the car, like the date on the car, it's at 2023.
Immediate.
I know. I waited as long as I could. I promise. I know you told me to stay in the van, and I stayed as long as I could. But that's messed up. I had to come. Like I didn't know. I didn't know how long you'd be in there. You probably forgot. Like because I know
No.
in there, and Laney's in there, and Cassidy's in there, and everybody's in there, and na. But anyway, so the point is, we're here now, and that house. There is something weird going on. We gotta go in. We gotta check it out.
Little dude, I agree with you, but also you scared us real bad.
Yeah.
Here you
I imagine I'm still under one
kids.
arm, just like looking.
Oh shit, my bad, bro. I forgot.
kids.
Dang.
How did
Yeah.
I scare you? You're the kids.
The house could have eaten you.
Mookie, those are just stories. Okay? Come on,
It's
let's
not
go
just
check.
stories, little dude. I've seen it with my own eyes.
Yeah.
The house ate my dad.
So
I'm sorry, Remy. I forgot.
Tabby,
I'm
as you
sorry,
are-
Luke. I didn't mean to scare you either.
Tabby, as you're standing here, I'm imagining that like y'all are walking back to the van. I would love for you to roll use magic.
What? Hold on now. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Okay. It might not be too good. It
Well, you get-
is an 8.
That is okay. So, you have your Ouija board in the back of your backpack, and you never really like took much stock in it, and you never really used it all that much. It's just sort of like a prop kind of thing of like, oh, maybe I'll use it one day. But as you're walking towards the lamppost, you I'm going to take a little bit of liberties here, so forgive me. But as you're walking, you sort of get basically a premonition. Like you, like as you said, like you're starting to put these pieces together. There's the house has all these like weird like repairs, like the car says 2023, Josh and Mandy were making these references, and you sort of step onto the sidewalk underneath the light post, and you start to see sort of a cyclical thing where basically this day is repeated. And it's a different family every time. And they come in, they start like either it's not exactly the same. Like some families move into the house and start to do repairs, or some families don't even do anything. Remy said, "That thing ate my dad." You see very distinctly the Hardy family taking a photo in front of a for sale sign with a sold placard on it, and the Remy and his mom and his dad standing on this porch talking about how excited they are for their new home. And Halloween rolls around. The dad took Remy on like the trick-or-treat route, and Remy, the story isn't exactly as you remember it. Your dad said, "There's nothing to be afraid of. Our new house is our home." And that's, Tabby, when you see the dad get taken. And you see Remy and Mrs. Hardy moving into the house down the street, or like sort of down the road from you and your brother. And it's like they've been there for forever and ever and ever. They're part of the town. And then you cut back to here. Remy and Luke in front of you.
Tabitha's gonna freeze under the spotlight. Let me see. And she is going to she's just gonna share that. She's gonna be like,
Remy, do you remember where you lived before your house?
Yeah, we lived in a house. You know, I can't think of things like that all the time. I don't remember where it was exactly.
I think it was here. I think the Dare House was your house. And I don't think it's just you.
Storyteller, do I remember anything about this?
Roll plus weird, and then add a +1 to it.
Plus weird with a +1. My weird is a +1, so that's +2 total. 7 + 2 for a 9.
Yeah, so I will when using magic, so you get to pick one of these effects, and I'm just going to say it's a short duration. So there's only 1 or 2 things, so that I think that specifically applies: either observe another place or time, or do one thing that is beyond human limitation.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the 2 that I think best fit, but you can choose whatever you'd like.
Yeah, no, those sound good.
So you get to pick one of those.
Oh, I get one.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do. I mean, I think the most fitting one's probably observe another place or time, right? So let's try that.
Yeah. So as she's bringing this up, you always knew, like, especially you said you have a +1 to it. There's a reason why you have always felt very strongly about this house, because you kind of have always remembered that you were connected somehow. You couldn't quite figure it out. But as she's bringing this up, you remember why you don't like this house. Yes, it took your dad, but you remember moving into the house. You remember it feeling a little creepy, having that weird ick feeling, and the basement being black as night, and your dad just saying, oh, it's just musty and old. We'll replace the like boiler and all that stuff. Don't worry about it. It's too dangerous. Don't go downstairs though. That kind of thing. But it just gave you the bad feeling, like there's something more down there. And because there's a glitch to it, that's all you remember.
Okay. I think there's just a moment of confusion, which most people are accustomed to seeing on Remy's face. Yeah, no, little dude, I did. I think my memories are messed up because like I only remember parts of it, and like we were in there and Dad called it our house. I don't remember like all the way though that we were in there. And he'll look at the house, which is actually something pretty profound for him because he doesn't like looking at the house. He'll look at the house and says, there's something in the basement though. There's something bad in there. That house did take my dad. Maybe it took my memory too.
I don't doubt it. I know it took your dad, Remy. I know it. I saw it. DM, I'd like to roll trust your gut
Yeah.
on what to do next. So I rolled a 12 on the dice.
Yo,
Hey.
let's go.
Oh,
I know. Right?
snap.
I'm like, woo. And that, so I have a +1 for weird, so that'll be a 13.
Heck yeah.
Ooh.
So, so what does trust your gut exactly do?
Okay, so trust your gut when you consult your instincts about what to do next. And on a 12 plus, it says the keeper will tell you where you should go. Wherever that is, it will be important. And on a 12 plus, in addition, the keeper will tell you about one important thing you should investigate further.
Yeah. So with that trust your gut, when Remy mentions the basement, you also have weird. And it becomes very apparent to you that you have to do you have to destroy something. Like you've read lots of like mystery novels, horror novels, like that kind of thing. Whenever there is like that kind of thing, you have to destroy the thing, and that means going into the house to destroy the thing.
Bollocks.
We gotta go to the basement. We gotta destroy whatever's down there. That's the bad.
I think Remy starts white knuckling Atlantean, sort of Conan replica.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Just kind of glancing at Remy, like, good buddy.
Nope.
Figured.
But we gotta protect people, right?
I mean, you can stay out here and watch Tabitha.
No. She pulls out her baseball bat. She's like, okay, I'm ready. And it's okay. It's not even Halloween yet. It's okay. We'll be fine. We got to do it before Halloween, though, because something bad will happen to the Bensons if we don't.
Yeah. Some bad will happen to them. Come on, let's. Okay, I assume we're back. We're the
We're
last
by the
little
van.
bit to the van. Come on, let's go to the van.
Yeah.
All
Fucking
right.
Guitar bag.
Take the shotgun, stick it through the back of my jersey.
If Daddy finds out your chick is gone, you're going to be in so much trouble.
He won't know if you don't fucking say anything.
Fine. Okay, let's go.
All right. I would love for Luke. It feels like you're sort of leading the charge on this. I would love for you to read a bad situation, friend.
If I can interject really quickly.
Mhm.
I think that Luke is in a very tough situation right now with we feel that there is some strong need to do something here and to make sure it happens, but he's also got his little sister here. And I know Remy's not a super sharp guy, but he knows his friends. And I think there's just a moment that I'm going to share a look with Luke. I'm going to look at Remy. Or I'm going to look at, I said my own name. I'm going to look at Tabitha really quickly. And I just want to kind of get an insight on what Luke might be thinking about his little sister right now. If he thinks she should stay here or not.
This is all RP between
Yeah,
the two of you.
yeah.
There's no roles. So
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking, and I think it is 100% that war of 100%. He thinks she should stay here, but he also 100% doesn't think she will. And I think kind of in that.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I think it's just kind of like as they're getting ready, like he's getting the gun, he's got the knife from the bat, and he kind of like he looks at Remy, looking at him, looking at Tabitha, kind of all glancing around. He say, "Hey, Remy, trade me," and he's gonna trade the shotgun and the hunting rifle. Tabitha, you stay behind Remy. And you keep a hold of his. You're not wearing a belt.
Jersey.
Keep a hold.
Jersey.
And you keep a hold of his jersey. And you make sure she keeps a hold of your jersey. She's your quarterback right now.
100%, dude. All right, little dude, listen up. All in, huddle up. Let's go. All right. You're in the back, holding up the back. That's an important thing. You're also calling the shots here. All right. And I'm like locked eyes with Tabitha, hands on knees, like this massive dude talking to this 10-year-old like this.
She's like intense.
Okay. You hear anything behind? That's your biggest priority. Okay. You hear anything behind? We're gonna do what we like to call in the field a little loop-de-loop. All right. Say it.
Do.
Exactly. So you hear something behind you, you say that out loud. Me and you are gonna switch positions. You're gonna be in the middle now. I'm gonna be holding up back and holding up anything that might be coming up behind. All right.
Okay.
All right. All right, little dude. Whatever your brother says in there, you listen to him. I know that's like difficult, but you got to do that because if you're the quarterback, he's team captain. Dab me up, bro. Team captain.
Remember, if I'm the quarterback, that means I know things, and you guys know I know things. That's true.
Oh, we know
I'm
you
the one
know
that
things,
figured
and you
this
know
stuff
we know
out.
we know things.
So you gotta listen to me too. Okay? That.
Stay with Remy.
Okay, I will.
and with that sort of
And last
Huddle.
thing, I'm gonna text Lainey that we're going into the Dare House.
you get an immediate text back of
I
Don't.
said I would text her. I said I would tell her. I texted her and I left the phone in the van.
it for our audience a text pops up of like, you fucking idiot. And we cut from that sort of bloop like green screen there of the reply text. And Luke, I need you to roll read bad situation, please.
I'm not afraid. Roll plus sharp. I got the plus one sharp. This is fun. This is cool. We're all cool here.
We're all cool.
No, we're not. 6.
6. So
Could I help?
you can help out. Yep. So roll plus cool.
Actually,
Hmm.
we've got. I don't know how this.
Is it a move from your
It's not
playbook?
a move. It feels weird because it's a one shot. We technically have luck, right?
You do have luck. And my rule with one shots is that everybody gets one luck.
One luck. Oh, 100%. I would like to use that to make this 12.
Perfect.
Nice.
So you get +3. So 3 questions, my friend.
Oh dear God Almighty. 1 out of 3. Good God, these are all very relevant questions. I would say, what's the best way to protect the victims?
And who are the victims?
Fucking us, I would assume.
No, I mean, here's the thing. The victims can mean a lot of different things. Like it could be the town, it could be the Bensons, so you have to be clear.
be
So
specific.
the three of you, how do you
I
protect
think
the
the
victims?
the 3 of us at the moment are immediate line of fire.
So the big thing is staying together. Like you
together.
like by like you based off of the conversations that you heard between your sister and Remy, like any kind of like separation, bad news bears. Like so, like arm distance almost even. Like
Mm-hmm.
so having Tabitha like hold on to Remy's jersey is the correct move here.
Fantastic. Okay. So I will definitely keep within that arm's length of Remy just in front. Oh jeez, God. So okay, so stay together. Oh God, what's my best way in? I just like through the front door is the obvious answer, but not the best answer. I don't know.
You have been investigating the Dare House for as far as you can tell a very long time, but now with all the weird time things,
Same day over and over. That's so
Yeah.
fucked up.
your brain is hurting a little bit. But what you know is that there's not like a basement, like there's not a proper storm shelter or anything to like get underneath.
Okay.
Like really, the front door is the only
That's
way.
the only option. Okay. Okay. That's what I figured. I was like, well, maybe no, there's no cellar doors.
Yeah.
And I get the last one. Are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
God, that you asked that question.
Me too. Now I'm definitely glad now that you said that.
So, the 3 of you, you parked under the second light post. You get to the light post closest, and as you start to cross past that light post to get to the Dare House, Mr. Dufame appears, and he goes,
I slap the gun down and hide my sword behind my back.
"Children, what are you doing on private property?"
That house is evil, bro.
Did he appear like in front of us from the house, or he is next to us, like on the sidewalk?
So you were underneath that light post. You should be able to see anybody and everything. It is there's no hedges in front, like where the brick pathway begins to get onto the property proper. Passing the light post closest is when you see him.
He is just there.
He just is there.
Yeah, he slaps down the gun and I immediately go, Rick, back up. Like, we're going in there. Defame.
A quick look at Luke.
I'm just gonna shake my head like, you said he's not right. I don't think he is either.
You're going in there, Dufame. I bring back the sword.
At this point,
So
Tabitha's
I-
gonna like come around front, and I'm sorry, I didn't mean
Oh.
to interrupt you, ma'am.
Well, I was gonna tell Luke to act under pressure for me.
Oh, fuck.
Can I help him
Wait.
when I bring my sword back out?
Hold on.
This is
Is this solo dolo?
I-
Okay.
this is a solo roll. I need you to
Oh.
act under pressure for me, friend.
Oh, gosh. All right. Roll plus cool. So bad.
What'd you roll? A 5?
Yeah.
Even with a help out, it's not gonna get you up to. So you go ahead and mark experience. How many rolls have you failed, my guy? You gotta be
I don't
close
know.
to leveling up.
I don't know. I think I've only failed like 3.
Oh, okay. You're about halfway there. That's fine. Anyways, so you start to feel kind of off. Like maybe it's not such a good idea to go to the Dare house. That, actually you really want to go back to the barn, like the barn party. Like that seems like the better situation here. Like we don't need to go to the Dare house tonight.
It just kind of slowly like starts to lower the shotgun. Maybe we should go back. Just go back to the barn. Maybe get some other folks. Like different night, maybe. This is really. Maybe just jumping the gun on this is a bad idea.
That's all I'm saying, kid. Y'all are young. Go and have a good night out.
So Tabitha's gonna like tug on Remy's jersey and go,
What's up, little dude?
double loop de loop. And she's gonna run up and stick her microphone in his face and start saying, asking him like, "Why are you doing here?" and stuff like that. And she's gonna do, "What does that feel like?" And
Okay.
that's when you put your camera microphone right in a person's face, they break off whatever they're doing, and it can create enough time for the other hunters to act. So she's gonna be like, "What's you doing? What tonight? What? Can you tell us what's here? And it's all dark. And where did you come? And we didn't see you. And can
Okay.
you tell us about the house?"
Awesome. Okay, so that is good. Remy, you know your friend well enough to know that there's no reason for him to ever want to break off something that like he set his mind to.
Right, he's been obsessed with this house. Like I'm the one that has been constantly trying to talk him out of it.
Yep. So I would love for you to act under pressure to see if you can sort of using this time that Tabitha has provided to like, cause like she's being this annoying 10-year-old up in Defame's face.
Okay.
Act under pressure to see if you can sort of shake your friend out of this. And I'm gonna say, what's your cool roll?
My
anyways?
cool is +1 if this is dealing with the house specifically.
Yep.
It'll get additional +1.
Yep. Perfect.
So +2. Come on.
Yep.
Let me. 3 and a 6, 9 + 2 is 11.
Beautiful. So you what does it look like sort of snapping Luke out of this sort of brain fog?
Oh, you already know. I'm gonna I see I see Tabitha run off, and I have a second. I see Dufresne looking at Tabitha like, "Bro, what's going on? What are you doing? What do you mean go back to the party? Bro, we know something's bad in there. It's a one-time thing. We know something's bad. Now we got to protect people, and you're trying to back out. But we can't back out because that's not what we do, because we're Eagles, baby, and that's what we do." Oh! That's what it looks like.
And what's Luke's response? This shakes you out of this brain fog. But like what does this look like?
You're muted.
Muted,
You're muted,
friend.
Ian.
Sorry. I think this is it's just like that immediate realization to what the fuck, and seeing my 10-year-old sister in front of this fucking super weird dude is immediate stepping back or like doing a weird like, hey, immediately re-leveling the shotgun, stepping up behind her, grabbing her back by the the back of her baseball jersey and hauling her back towards Remy. He's like, "We're fucking going in that house."
That's what I like to see, baby. Remy takes his brass knuckles and punches Dufresne in the face.
Kick some ass, my guy.
Let's
Kick
go.
some fucking ass.
Okay, I get some +2 to this. Is this a +3 with the I know my prey?
Hell yeah.
Okay. 9 + 3 for 12 total.
Let's go.
Amazing. So, on a 10 plus, you get to choose one extra effect. You gain the advantage so that's take +1 forward or give 1 forward to another hunter. You inflict terrible harm. You suffer less harm. You force them where you want them.
I think I want to give us the advantage here. So
Okay.
You snatch Tabitha back. I deck him, and my goal is to like knock him on his ass long enough to where we can get to the house and come out of his way.
Okay. So are you going to take +1 forward, or are you going to give someone +1?
I will give Tabitha the +1 forward.
Great. So during this interaction, Tabitha, you will get a +1 to all of your rolls. So just keep that in your back pocket. All right. You like deck this man. You would get a mark of harm, but because you have armor, you're good to go. You don't get anything. And when you hit him, his skin, or like how much harm is your brass knuckles?
That's a good question.
True.
Brass knuckles are one harm.
Okay.
1 harm
So-
and stealthy.
Okay. So you hit him, and you're a football player. You know what it is, what it feels like to like hit a guy. This is not a person.
Oh no, dude, get away from me. Feels squishy.
Pretty much. And you knock him on his ass, and he sort of like gets up and sort of like cracks his neck and does sort of the, again, weird creepy thing and goes, children, why did you all have to be the clever ones? And he is gonna go to he responded to you. What anybody else wants to do?
Dude just gets back up and says shit like that.
Awesome. Kick some ass.
Let's go.
I'm not good at it. I'm not good at it, unfortunately. I'll fucking certainly try, though. Big old +0. Oh. Oh no. This bow
Honey.
is not good. Shotgun explodes. You did say it was an old kind of shotgun.
Okay.
Can I help out?
It's not going to do
It wouldn't-
anything.
I would have to get up to
Yeah.
a 7.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you were gonna take, so like you said, it explodes.
Oh fuck!
You're gonna take 2 harm. And it kind of like knocks you back into Remy. And he just sort of laughs and goes, children, why do you have to do this? And I would like all 3 of you to act under pressure, please. But Jones or Remy, you get a +1 to this because you're dealing with the monster. You can and Tabitha gets a +1 to this as well.
Act
Mine
under
ends up
pressure.
being
It's cool. Acting under pressure is cool.
mine's an 8.
An 8, okay.
11.
11. Okay.
5.
Honey.
Real low.
All right. So, so my, Tabitha, what was yours again? It was an 8, right? Or a 9?
Yes, it was an 8. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So, I'm gonna give you, a hard choice. You are going to take some harm, or, but still like be able to like run past him, or you, don't take any harm, but you have to like retreat sort of down the street a little bit.
I'm gonna take some harm.
Okay, so go ahead and mark you'll take 1 harm, because he, you don't get sort of brain fogged, but he does like sort of pop you in the back of the head, and so you get like a big old bump. Luke, you don't get brain fogged, and are, sort of like you're not gonna take any harm. You don't get brain fogged, but man alive, this is a bad situation because you see Remy.
Just.
Yeah. You guys had a conversation. He realized what, like, you've all had big spooky revelations. Like, Remy knows the house. Like, he's still kind of scared of it, but like, he's a protector, and he is now looking afraid and sort of hunched in, like when he's trying to avoid like people and stuff like that, sort of going into himself. And Remy, you start to sort of get like not quite a panic attack, but you're like, I need to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh boy. Well, as he did for me earlier, I gotta try to fucking not get him out of it.
Yeah.
Oh geez. This is very not good. Question: What is the role for trying to snap him out of it?
I'm gonna have you roll help out with this one.
We'll help. Okay, help out. Okay.
Because you are trying to help another hunter out of this situation.
All right.
Can I help him help out?
Yeah, I mean, so let's see what he rolls, and then if he needs it.
Oh, it won't matter. Damn. 2 1s on the 6s. Yeah.
Man.
Honey. Okay.
Can I roll help out? Just on my own.
Yeah, you can roll to help out, Remy. But I'm gonna resolve this failure of a help out.
All right.
So
I am dying.
you put yourself firmly in between Mr. Dufame and your friends, and he hauls off and like decks you, and you take another thing of harm.
Still under 4. Good.
Yeah, but you are very hurt. You are starting to feel all the things. Yeah, so Tabitha, go ahead and roll to help out. You get a +1 on this ongoing. So go ahead and do what you need to do.
Yeah, it was a 4 all totaled. So from the porch, she's going.
Dude.
Um,
There are. Each of you do still have a luck
you
remaining.
do have lucks, so
Oh, that's what. I want to use my luck. I'm going to use my luck.
okay. So with your luck, you are able to. What does it look like to snap Remy out of this brain fog?
So, Tabitha, like, she'll have one hand on the door, turn around, see what's going on, and be like, Remy!
Super good.
And she'll start, like, doing, like, the little dance and everything.
Remy just sort of like
Back.
retreating back into his mind for a little bit, like all that stuff started flashing back, and then I see little dude doing the fucking his head will start bobbing, and then my buddy Luke just gets punched in the back of the head, and I'm like, nah, dog, you don't punch my homie. And I bring out Atlantean. Not bring out the sword.
Fuck yeah, kick some ass.
I am going to attempt to recreate some scenes from Conan, as it were.
Let's go.
And because
I can't make this up. I fucking can't make that up. Oh, wait a minute. Y'all can't see it. Let's get in there. Get in the dice tray. It's double sixes, and I want y'all to see it.
yeah.
Wait, you know what we're gonna do?
Do
We're gonna-
we put nat 20s in chat for double sixes if it's a
Yeah,
D6
yeah.
system?
For sure.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Look at that.
nice.
Hell yeah.
Woo!
Gotta love it.
Big
All right.
chop.
Uh,
Chopper.
So the huge sword, as it's defined in here, does 3 harm, and it is messy and heavy.
Yep. And I'm going to say, because this is my game and this is how I play. Unbeknownst to you, Remy, that sword is silver coated. And so you're going to add a +1 to that, and so that's straight up 4 harm. And because you got double sixes, that's on a 10+, you get an extra effect. So what extra effect do you want on there?
I forgot about the extra effects. Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Kick some ass. Completely hold the advantage. All hunters involved get a +1. You suffer no harm at all. Your attacks to double the normal. You know, we need to get into the house, and I want to say the attack drives the enemy away. If we're good with that.
Yeah.
The bottom one on.
You're not on advanced. It's just on the 10+.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah. No, you're right.
That's okay.
Inflict terrible harm. I think Remy is just sort of raging at the moment, so I'm gonna go for terrible harm. I'm gonna try to cut his legs off if I can.
Tell me how you destroy the school.
Oh, I am just gonna like take the sword out. He's just punched. He hit Tabitha going by, and then I see the little eagle, but it's like his ears are ringing. I see the little eagle. My head starts bouncing. I see Luke get hit in front of me, and I take this sword and I say, Luke, brother, and I take one hand with Luke, and we swing around, and just with that momentum, like just bring down the sword on top of him.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
And so Remy, I don't think you realized that this was like silver plated or anything, but like as the sword hits Mr. Dufame, as you know him, his skin, like, he goes from looking like a person to looking like this like gray sort of like rubbery skinned amalgam. And you basically cut off his head for like just based off of what you've described.
Tabitha, you were right. He's icky. He's gross.
Told you so.
You good, dude? Luke, you good, bro? You ready?
Yeah, fuck it. God, yeah, let's go. Just fucking run.
Yeah,
like,
run up to the house.
Tabitha will do a quick run back and she'll spit on the puddle and she's like, "You don't hit
Come
my
on."
brother." And then she'll turn around and come back.
100%. So the three of you run up to the house. Who do you think? Well, actually, Tabitha, you. I would love for you to roll plus weird.
Okay, that's 11 on the dice.
A
Plus 1 from Remy makes it 12, and then a 1 weird makes it 13.
Let's
Beautiful.
go.
So, as you because you're not using magic at this unless you want to use magic, but this is mostly for you to understand, like, this house, you get the sense of this house has created sort of a weird bubble that is keeping people in the town unchanging. And so you know that unless you destroy whatever's in the basement, which is magic and creating this weird phenomena, if you enter this house, the likelihood of the three of you exiting without destroying is very slim. So you know you have to destroy whatever's in the basement to get out of this house tonight.
She's got one hand on the door, right? And she gets this whole like vibe, right? And she's gonna turn around and she goes, guys, if we don't destroy what's in there, none of us come out. I know you try to protect me all the time, but that's more important. You gotta kill what's in the basement. I'll do my best, but you gotta kill what's in the basement. Promise?
Lucia's gonna step
She holds
up
up her
and
pinky.
just grab the hat by like the bill and kind of yank it down further in front of her face, and just says, "You just remember the rules. You stay real close to Remy." And he's gonna open the front door.
She's gonna
Step
turn her
past
cap
her.
around, business style, grab hold of the back of Remy's jersey.
Remy
Ah.
straps down the football helmet with the camera on top.
Amazing. So the three of you enter the Dare house. It's an old house. Things that you've seen in movies and TV shows. It's pretty similar. Abandoned furniture. And now that you know the secret, you're seeing things like stuff from the 90s, stuff from early 2000s, even stuff that you don't quite recognize. You're like, this is weird. Like, I don't know what this is.
Oh dear God.
And you hear creaking down in the basement. The house is not a monster itself, but whatever is, and I'm giving this to you because you rolled a 13 on that weird check. The house isn't the monster exactly, but there's something in the basement causing all of this.
It's not the house, guys. It's whatever's in the basement.
Gotta destroy what's in the basement.
Good. I no longer have a gun.
Yep.
It fucking exploded, but I got a knife.
Well, Remy still has the hunting rifle too.
Back.
Yeah, I give you the
Grab
rifle.
the back.
I got the sword. It's a two-handed. It's a gray sword. I need it. I need both hands for this. Is there any way? I don't know. I don't see anything here. But is there any way one of us can, like? Is there any way to remove harm, like Band-Aid or something, to help out? I don't know if there's any way to do that.
To regain. Some playbooks have moves to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So unless you have something that says like you can reduce the harm on a fellow hunter, no. But right
Gotcha.
now, as long as Luke hasn't marked himself unstable, we
Not
are
unstable.
good.
Still good. I'm only at 3. So we're
Is it possible for me to roll minor celebrity before we encounter whatever we encounter?
what does that do?
It's funny because you're a minor celebrity.
To what extent?
Just thinking in terms of hoping that like if I succeed, right, that it would maybe have like a delay to the negative reaction that it might, like, to its defensive reaction or what have you, right? That I might like pull attention and in a maybe a less, I don't expect it to be positive, but in a less negative way?
I don't really think that applies right now.
Okay.
I normally
Like it
I
wouldn't
can
recognize me as like it wouldn't recognize me as a friend or anything. Okay.
no. You get again with that really high weird roll. You know that like this is sort of like whatever this is non like it doesn't have a brain. It just acts.
Gotcha. Thanks.
Spooky shit.
We going to the basement. Fuck it. This is such a bad idea.
It's a terrible idea.
So bad. So bad.
Got a little like little league baseball bat.
We out here. Like over here, opening every door on the hallway.
Yeah.
Looking
Well,
for a set of stairs.
I mean, it's pretty obvious where the basement is,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
and Remy
Fantastic.
remembers. So
Oh, yeah. We going.
yeah, so you go down the basement.
Who's in front? Am I in front? Are you in front, Luke?
I'm in front.
Luke's in front. Tabitha
You're on.
in between us or behind me?
Behind you, probably holding on to.
Holding on. All right.
I'll
Yeah.
go here.
Ears out, little dude.
All right, so go downstairs. It's creepy
Secondary
as hell.
gun. Backup
Yes,
gun.
it's- Creepy as hell. And as you descend, the heart of this house, the house that has 1,000 stories. Yeah, for all
Oh,
intents
shit.
and purpose.
Oh God.
It's not exactly a heart, but it is a boiler
Oh, okay,
that
so it's
has
got, like,
something that like the fire in the center, not catching like it would usually if the boiler is on you can see like smoke or something in the chimney, which you didn't see obviously outside, but there is a flame and it pulses like a heart beating. So we've used a little bit of magic here already. I would love for the three of you to use magic. So Luke, you can basically roll to help out.
I would definitely do that because I have a -1 weird.
Yeah, so you're gonna so you'll roll help out, and then Tabby and Remy, you can take a minute to sort of talk about what you want to do, but on the moves you'll see the use magic, and there's a bunch of different effects. So between the two of you, I'll give you sort of the scene here to discuss amongst the three of you of how you want to address this heart, essentially.
Good luck, the two of you.
Okay. Tabitha, I'm looking at the effects here, and I think banish a spirit or a curse is what I'm going to be aiming for.
Okay.
Or
Do we? Oh, I'm sorry.
no. You go ahead.
Do we do the same thing? Is that the? Are we trying to do the same thing, or are we trying to do some different things?
We can try different things if you think. That's just where my mind is I'm trying to get whatever
Yeah, no,
this
absolutely.
is out of our town.
Hmm.
So if I'm trying to banish it, you
super.
might be able to trap it, or you could communicate with it maybe. Oh, that might be a good idea.
Or that's what I was thinking. Either I could communicate with it, or I could enchant your sword to get another +1 to harm.
While I
but-
would love that, I think you're the talker. I think you should try to talk to this
Yeah.
thing.
Okay, I'm gonna try to communicate with it. Okay. Oh, I'm so anxious about this roll.
You got
I
it.
tell you.
I believe.
Easy.
guys. It is a 7.
That's still good. You get to pick one of those effects, and I get to pick the glitch. So you tell me what you want to do, and I will tell you what it looks like.
Okay. So when they walk in, Tabitha's going to be kind of entranced by this thing, right? And just kind of like let go of Remy's jersey and kind of like float forward a little bit. And she's going to be like, "Hi, are you there?"
Yeah, and so you hear a soft voice that says, "Hello? Hello?
I'm Tabitha. Who are you?
I'm Margaret Dare. I'm so lonely. Are you here to stay?"
I don't think so. I think we came to let you go. Are
Oh,
you
I don't
sad?
like change. I don't like change. I don't want anybody to go.
Well, where's your family?
I don't know. That's why I don't like change.
Don't you want to find your family?
Do you know where my family is?
I don't know, but I bet we can figure it out. I'm a very good figure outer.
And at that, that connection starts to fizzle, because you didn't have quite the strength of connection as you needed.
So she'll be like, "It's Margaret Dare. And she's sad and scared." That's why she keeps keeping people here so she won't be alone. I think you need to send her to find her family.
All right, well, you big hunk of junk. You can't keep taking people. Give me back my dad. I'm fucking try to hit it with the sword and try to banish it.
Banishing smite.
Yeah, banishing smite.
Hell yeah, my guy.
So I'm
go
rolling
ahead
plus
and-
weird, right?
You
So-
are, and you still get your +1 to it from it being a monster related
right.
to your thing.
Plus 2 total. Oh Jesus, I rolled out of the box.
He can't help you now.
Not good. That is only a 5.
5.
Yep.
Okay.
I believe you also still have your luck.
Oh, yeah. You're the last one with luck.
Should I use it? Y'all think this is where I should use it?
It's entirely up to you.
Yeah.
I'll use my
I
one
mean-
luck.
I'm just doing my job as our resident reminding people of their resources person.
Yeah.
I'll use my one luck to count it as a 12 and try to banish it.
What does this look like as you release the spirit of Margaret Dare?
I think he just like he does exactly what I'm saying is he runs up and says, "Listen here, you big hunk of junk, you give me back my dad," and he just brings the sword down. And he said it's a boiler, so I imagine that like I imagine the short sword probably shatters when it happens. Like he just brings it down with every sort of like memory that he's had of his dad and all the therapy that he had to go through and all the people that called him crazy, and just fucking just goes as he's running over towards it, goes ah and crashes the sword down on it, and just like the boiler just sort of explodes in this area. Sword shatters everything.
Yeah. And when it shatters, everything goes white.
Do that
Fuck,
for-
we're dead, guys.
And the three of you are sitting at a breakfast table. It's the 30th of October. And you have angry texts from your quasi-girlfriend?
Who knows?
Remy has some
Situationship.
texts from Cassidy. And the three of you remember the night before. But as you look around, there is it. You firmly know that it's 2023. You remember all sorts of things that you know for certain yesterday you did not know about. And there are cars that are new and different. People's clothing styles are appropriately, modern. But as the three of you sit, you realize that y'all have been sitting like probably firmly in like the mid 2000s for a long, long while. I will give you some space and time to discuss. Floor is yours.
Holy shit.
Figured just like, well, if y'all are around the breakfast table, I imagine you hear screeching of van wheels outside of your house like hella early, and the fucking Spring Daisy on top of the vehicle just rocking back and forth when he slams on brakes. He runs up, no knocking, just into your door. Y'all, we did the thing.
We did it, guys.
Holy shit, it's 2023.
I need someone to explain what happened to me, like, slowly.
And
I'm
Remy,
sorry, go ahead.
you wake up to a man that you know, it's your dad,
Oh shit.
drinking coffee at the table. And so we'll reverse here. You're at your house, Remy, and you see a man next to your mom. The two of them are drinking coffee, laughing. He gives you the look of like, "Hey, trooper, I saw those texts
Dad!"
on your
I just-
phone."
Grab him.
He's like, "Hey, bud, yeah, okay."
It's good to see you, dude.
Good to see you
Oh.
too, kiddo. Like gives you a hug and pats you on the back. And you don't have to drive the Daisy van because there's like a Honda sedan in the front yard, and he like throws you a set of keys.
You got me new wheels?
Kiddo, these that's the agreement. Like your birthday's next week. Like you're gonna get the car.
Just hug me again. You're the best, dude. You're the best dad.
I love you too. Go pick up the Byron kids. You're gonna be late to school.
Yeah. Grab my stuff, head outside. Before I do, and leave outside to go find my friends, I go look on my wall. Is my Conan sword still there on the wall?
It's not there.
Man, I don't get this at all. Go and head out to my friends.
The first time we'll have had a Thursday, and I don't know.
And I wanted to make it abundantly clear to the three of you, nobody else is batting an eye at this.
Any the wiser.
Mhm.
Yeah. Shit.
You know what this means? We get to have a Friday.
Yeah. No parties every day anymore, though.
She seemed really sad, though. I felt sorry for her.
I think she probably got her money's worth.
Probably. I hope she went home. Like real home, not their house home.
fucking
And
hope
you know
so.
what else? You know what else? I'll help.
Do what?
I help.
Hey. Yeah, I guess. Some. Remy hit it with the sword. Come on.
You gonna go trick or treating with me tomorrow?
Yeah, think about it.
Give you some of my candy. The Reese's.
Keep negotiating.
Did Remy get a car? Where's the taxi van?
Dude! Just from outside yelling, dude.
God.
Your mom gives you two a kiss on the tops of the heads as you run past her.
Have the ride before was sick. Cooler.
Right? What's up, little dude? You think we should drive by Dare House?
Nah.
Let's do it.
Let's?
No?
I don't think so.
Yeah. I want to
It's kinda boring now.
Too. It's true.
But if y'all
I never did get to
I
use
don't
my
care.
Ouija board.
Well, dude, you shouldn't give people wedgies. That's not cool.
You're right. You're right. Caw, caw, caw.
go where you want, Remy. Get in the car.
We'll take off. Leave it
Towards their house or towards the school?
if we're good with leaving it to everybody's imagination, I'm good with it.
I'm down with whatever, man. Vibe it.
Go to school. Yeah, we can go to the school.
So as you drive, the Dare house is in the back windshield, but since y'all didn't drive by, I won't describe it. You can use it to your imagination. But that is where we're going to end this adventure. Thank you so much for playing this game with me.
Yeah, it was a good
Kick
game.
ass.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
So
Fun.
we have last minute announcement thingamabobs. On
Yeah.
Wednesdays we play Whispers in the Dust. 7 p.m. Eastern Time, DM'd by our lovely cowboy god Ian here.
That's me.
On Saturdays, we do Cross Eberron with our lovely DM Jones here. That is 5 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm Central Time, so my brain has to always to convert. We are raising money with Extra Life, so please throw exclamation mark charity in the chat. We have lots and lots of socials that you should follow if you haven't. Also, we have a Discord that's lots of fun. And we hope to see you next time, friends. And we're going to be raiding Legends of Advantris, so stick around. They're great. Otherwise, we'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.